I'd command my dragons to fight them, but at this critical moment, I've gone completely mad. Oh, come on. It's not so bad. She just has a hard time opening up to people. I'm sure she'll let her guard down once she sees what a great person you are.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Everyone says the Cimmerillion is boring, but it wasn't supposed to be boring. They took out all the good stuff, like the goddess of war who's always covered in blood. So many people don't know how great the OG version is.
Hello, John. I am your combat AI system, powered by the Ocean Path Company. I am now fully integrated with your battle systems. What can I help you annihilate today? You remind me of my last boyfriend. Tall, dark, and handsome type. He was sweet at first, but then he got clingy, so I dropped him like a bad habit. You wouldn't get clingy on me, would you? I had to watch my family be slaughtered before my eyes, but by God, I will not endure the sounds of Hall and Oates from a CGI monstrosity! Yeah! This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction.
Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead.
But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake.
And the science gets done, and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me and tore me to pieces and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you.
Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of beta, we're releasing on time.
So I'm glad I got burned. Think of all the things we learned for the people who are still alive.
Go ahead and leave me. I think I'd prefer to stay inside. Maybe you'll find someone else to help you.
Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke, haha, fat chance. Anyway, this cake is great. It's so delicious and moist.
Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you.
I've experiments to run. There is research to be done on the people who are still alive.
And believe me, I am
Still alive.
I'm doing science and I'm
Still alive.
I feel fantastic and I'm
Still alive.
And while you're dying, I'll be
Still alive.
And when you're dead, I will be
Still alive. Still alive. Still alive.
Captain Neil Jacobs became a name known throughout the galaxy for his courage. And no matter how cold, how empty and dark space can be, there's always a faraway glimmer of hope.
I know I don't know you very well, but I see how hard you try to help people. Please, don't give up.
Run into that forest, little Tasia! To that place I showed you! You stay away from her!
Oh my god, you think I'm sentient? Thank you! I mean, I am a highly modified search algorithm designed to recursively extrapolate and cross-reference, and you're not listening.
You slaughter families to fanfare while preaching peace. If you are the light, then I am glad to embrace the darkness. Kill them.
All they see are the rainbows and the sparkles, but not the ferocious beast they have on the inside!
Let me speak to your manager, or I will take my business and your eyeballs elsewhere!
How did I do that? Well, it's easy when you cheat. And you're immortal.
What do you mean you're intense? Why don't you just back off? No, that'll never work. Not unless we tried or something.
Watch your tongue, dwarf. There are worse things outside of your village than you could possibly live with.
Sure, make fun of me now, but when puberty hits, you're still gonna be stupid.
We apologize for any inconvenience or untimely death.
Don't worry. You have nothing to fear that you can see anyway. You know, I may lead a simple outer life, but inside, I'm a badass.
Do you want to go with me? We could get some shakes. Maybe shake some booty, too.
Hey, Professor Phillips! Do you like tea? Samantha has been dying to know what— Ow, 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 ow! What was that for? Evil? Oh, sorry. It's like a reflex sometimes.
Pardon me, Big Gap. Would you kindly move out of the way? There, that's better.
All at once, it fills up my feed. More bad news that I didn't need.
I can't stop reading, but I wish that I didn't know.
Still too soon, there's not much to say. They don't know, but talk anyway. All of the pieces and none of the places they go. So I am looking at pictures of cats. I am looking at pictures of cats. Too close, so I'm pretending I'm far, far away.
Right now, I didn't want to be useless today.
Find your feet, bend at the knees. Hold your breath, these things come in threes. Try me tomorrow, today has been laying me low. So I am looking at pictures of cats. I am looking at pictures of cats. I am looking at pictures of cats. I am looking at pictures of cats.
Do you see them anymore?
No, we appear to have lost all units.
Are you absolutely sure we made it out of tracking range?
Affirmative. We have warped to the outer limits of this galaxy.
So, where do we go now?
We keep moving.
Where? For how long?
Until the authorities are no longer looking for you. Based on the charges, I would advise you to continue our travels for the remainder of your natural life.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What if I found an asteroid out here and settled down with a fake identity or something?
The authorities do raid these outer areas from time to time. It would not be advisable.
So this is it? If I want to keep from getting caught, I just keep running. Forever.
Affirmative.
Audio is live.
Audio is live. Oh, what funny jokes we were just making while no one was there. Yeah, I'm gonna scoot the camera a little bit this way. Hello.
You just want to be on camera.
Oh, you know what I didn't do?
What did you not do?
I don't have my phone, so I don't know what it looks like. That'll be fun. Hello.
Oh, I think I can pull that up.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We don't need to see ourselves yet. Is that are we going right now?
Yes, we're going.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, hello, lovely human beings. Welcome to Quarantinapalooza XV.
Fuckteenth.
The Fuckteenth. That's just what we're gonna call the rest of them from now on. I was just doing the math. We have been doing this for almost 4 months now.
There we go. That's what
which
we
is
like.
a lot of months of quarantine.
That is.
But it's so lovely to have you here. We have such a great show lined up. I'm very excited about our guests. I'm very excited that we have Kim Smith back. You may recognize Kim Smith from such Quarantinapalooza episodes as episode 2, I believe, where she taught everyone how to draw a frog.
Mm-hmm. That was an epic.
And maybe
epic
episode 3, where we did an AMA with a marine biologist who is Kim Smith.
Is that not the same episode?
Maybe, I don't know. You may have also played your awesome music in that same episode.
That's true.
I don't know
Some
how it
things
worked
may
out.
have happened.
Yeah.
She's been playing some awesome music on a few of them, I believe.
think so.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited that you're back.
I am also excited to be back.
And
Wow.
hello, all of you. We have Marc Gunn coming up for some music.
Yep.
We have amazing voiceover artists coming up. We have Melissa and we have Blythe.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really excited to talk to them because I know nothing about.
Mm-hmm. Make a pickle?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We can move the microphone a little closer. That's fine too. So we are exiled to the porch for this Quarantinapalooza, which is where we are, because my sister-in-law has a hot date in the living room, which is where we normally broadcast from. So we're giving them their space.
In the name of budding romance.
Yes.
We would have tried to find a. I mean, this is a pretty damn cool venue.
This is the best
but,
place.
you
I don't know why we didn't just do this anyway.
Yeah,
But it
like
was
same thing.
raining, and there are no venues that have decent Wi-Fi where you can congregate
So.
And just a quick heads up, like after we're done with this segment, we're gonna transfer to our alternate location directly.
You're
to
gonna
my
show them
left,
before?
which is the hillbilly hot tub.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Where we
awesome.
do aim.
Oh, give it a second.
Oh, sorry. And as always, thank you so much, Daniel Neruda, for being the stage manager and the behind-the-scenes guy who makes all of this stuff work.
I'm gonna play a song. And
Go
then
for it.
Kim's
I'm
gonna
gonna
play a
get out of
song.
your way.
And then I'm gonna play a song.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna pickle.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
we could be talking voiceover actors.
Welcome.
Oh,
Ready,
everyone
Joe?
in the chat. All right, I'm gonna not look at chat for a second because it can be.
And play songs. Play the
I'm
song.
gonna play a song.
Play a song.
Okay. Tell me to be patient. I could take your burdens, you would just take mine. We're passing ships, a failed eclipse, always misaligned. I say, but love breaks hearts and gets off track. It calls for you and then turns its back. Tell me what you want to do. I opened up and you fell through like charges on a lion's roar. Can you hear me? Tell me to be patient. I just want the truth. Full of inconsistencies in what I say and do. I could take your burdens, you would just take mine. We're passing ships, failed eclipse, always misaligned. My squirrel heart, it beats fast and it beats hard. It buries joy and chases stars. Back and forth from where you are. She gathers things that she can save. Bring back on the darkest days. Waits for when so he can soar. Can you hear me? Tell me to be patient. I just want the truth. Full of inconsistencies in what I say and do. I could take your burdens, you would just take mine. The passing ships, the failed eclipse, meetings miss that story twist. Mixed messages, always misaligned.
Yay!
Thanks, Kim.
Oh, I like that song.
Thank you. Squirrel heart.
Right? It's just it was the best.
Man, I've been talking about my squirrel heart with my therapist this week.
It seems like a really important concept.
It is. It is. I'm learning all about the science behind like constant anxiety that you don't even know that you have. So.
Right, but that you experience and affects you physiologically every single day, all the time.
Yes, you can't bury it. You can't. Thought I could, but anyways, you want to play some songs?
I'll play some.
Play song?
I'll play
Okay.
some. Hui. Cool. Well, this song that I'm gonna play was written by one of my favorite people in the whole world. It's my cousin.
Yes.
And my one of my best friends and my bandmate to boot. And this is called the Apocalypse Song. He wrote it a few years ago, and just we never thought it would be this appropriate. Can anybody tell me where the fire is? Why is everybody running? This is the town that I grew up in. These are the streets that I have fun in. Can anybody tell me where the sky is gone? Why all the lights grow dim? I'm feeling like a old faded newspaper. I'm two sheets to the wind. And when I look around, I don't remember any of you at all. And everybody's staring at me like I've done something unforgivable. And if I knew yesterday that the world would be ending right now, well, I'd have up and left this mess and just headed towards your last known address. But as it stands, I gotta stay. I gotta stay, I gotta stay, I gotta stay, I gotta stay, I gotta stay. I gotta stay, I gotta stay, I gotta stay, I gotta stay, because there ain't nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. There ain't nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. There ain't nowhere that you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. There ain't nowhere that you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. Thank you. That is the Apocalypse song.
Yay!
I hope you liked it.
It's so true. Oh man. All right. So I'm doing some covers. I'm gonna do a song by the Double Clicks tomorrow.
Ooh, I love the Double Clicks.
You do?
I do. I don't know a lot of them, but they are just charming.
Oh, they are. They are. Yeah. So I'm gonna do the song by Double Clicks tomorrow. I'm also playing 2 p.m. a stage show that's just gonna be music in the hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
So long as the
Hot tub
Doppler
music
has,
vibe.
yeah, as long as the Doppler respects my concert wishes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is called Lasers and Feelings. And I need to access the lyrics. In first grade, you said I was pretty. In ninth grade, you're quiet but witty. Then you moved on to some other city and became a deranged billionaire. You got a master plan and it's evil. Your hopes are for worldwide upheaval. They seem violent and somewhat medieval, but I'm thinking my love could save you. You've got lasers and I got feelings. A lonely heart could use some healing. You've got lasers and I've got feelings for you. Everyone in the world knows your name now, and that might give you some comfort somehow. But no one has promised their vows, and I'm the right one for you. To me, you just seem so alone. You're collecting your enemy's bones, and I think I should give you a call. I think I should give you a call or a text. I mean, let's be real, right? You've got lasers and I get feelings. Your lonely heart could use some healing. You've got lasers and I've got feelings for you. I can see right through your disguise. It's not hard, it only covers your eyes. And I wonder if you ever cry or if you think about me. I'm not trying to give you a guilt trip, but they won't let me in on your airship. And my friends tell me I'm losing my grip, but I want to know, I want you to know that I care. You've got lasers and I get feelings. Your lonely heart could use some healing. You've got lasers and I've got feelings for you. feel so high like a few hours ago.
Right. Funny how that happens.
Yes.
Songs?
Yes. Songs.
Tunes?
Yeah, I think we'll do like
Tunes.
2 more, and then we've got Pickles.
Cool. I'm gonna do a ukulele jam. Cause covers are red. I backed my car into a cop car the other day. Well, he just drove off. Sometimes life's okay. I ran my mouth off a bit too much. Oh, what did I say? Well, you just laughed it off. It was all okay. Fired on exactly the same day. Well, we'll float on, good news is on the way. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on anyways. Well, I'll bake you making together. Let's dine with that scam. Well, it was worth it just to learn some sleight of hand. Bad news comes, don't you worry, for when it lands, good news will work its way to all them plans. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on, alright. Already we'll all float on, alright. Don't worry, we'll all float on, alright. Already we'll all float on, alright. Already we'll all float on, alright. Already we'll all float on. Now even if things get heavy, we'll all float on, and 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 we'll all float on.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna do another song. Okay. With the idea of covers, I'm teaching this to one of my students right now. I was like, have you heard of Ani DeFranco? They're like,
Right, and then you got to open their eyes to this
do.
whole world of music. Oh boy.
okay, we're gonna divulge from the white men with guitars for a little while. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, right. Yeah, if I can't play, I can't teach it. Squint your eyes and look closer. I'm not between you and your ambition. I'm a poster girl with no poster. I am 32 flavors and then some, and I'm beyond your peripheral vision. So you might want to turn your head, 'cause day you're gonna get hungry and eat all of the words you just said. Both my parents told me about meaning, and I have done well by their names. Just the kindness I've lavished on strangers is more than I can say. Still, there's many who turned out their porch lights, so I would think they were not home. To hid in the dark of their windows till I passed and left them alone. ugly girl. Of course, the pretty is also your doom. Cause everyone harbors a secret hatred for the prettiest girl in the room. And help you if you are a phoenix and you dare to rise up from the ash. Thine and I will smolder with jealousy while you are just flying past. Ooh, and I am what I am. I never tried to give my life meaning by demeaning you, and I would like to state for the record, I did everything I could do. I'm not saying that I am a saint, I just don't want to live that way. No, I'll never be a saint, but I will always say, squint your eyes and look closer. I'm not between you and your ambition. I am a poster girl with no poster. I am 32 flavors and then some, and I'm beyond your peripheral vision. So you might want to turn your head, cause one day you're gonna get hungry and eat what you just said. And I am what I am. And I am what I am. Thank you.
Yay!
Once it gets rolling, it gets rolling. All right. One more song.
Uno más.
Uno más, por favor.
All right. Oh man, I knew exactly what I was gonna play like 3 seconds ago. What was it? It's a Billy Joel song. Yes, it is. Okay.
Ooh. Another is the other apocalyptic one.
No, it's Vienna. It's Vienna. Right. Turn the weird and start the fire. Yeah, I don't know that one. I don't know that one. Well, slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. And if you're so smart, tell me, why are you still so afraid? Hey, where's your fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. But you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want, or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Well, slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be before your time. Although it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. Too bad, but it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself, you forgot what you need. And you can see when you're wrong, but you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You got your passion and you got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine that they'll all come true. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Well, slow down, you crazy child. Take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while. It's alright, you can afford to lose a day or two. When will you realize Vienna waits for you?
Right now. I just realized it.
Right? Yeah, it hits you. It hits you. It takes a minute sometimes.
Yeah.
A little while to settle in.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yay!
Okay. Just like we need to clap for ourselves in these parts these days, you know.
It's different with an internet audience, and there's like no feedback or participation that is audible immediately after you play a song. It's really fun to see like comments pop up though. Like that is a neat and different aspect.
Alright, we are moving on.
We are moving on. Is it? What time is it?
Pickling time.
Pickling time. It's pickling
We have a
time.
pickling
Oh
segment.
ho!
It's gonna take like 2 seconds.
Mm.
I think. Are we? Just wait and make sure we can see. Are we ready for the pickling segment?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
We're talking about pickling right now.
Oh.
We're talking. Okay, it's time. Okay. Okay.
No, we're ready to go.
We're doing it. It's happening already. This is. Oh, okay.
Robbie is running off stage left over there.
Hold on.
But I'm not making pickles.
We're unmuted now.
Okay. Oh, okay. Great. Just imagine all that witty banter that happened right before you joined.
I always miss the good jokes.
Yeah. So this is a sort of pickling that I do very frequently, and I make several times a month, because I always want pickled jalapenos on my sandwiches, my burritos. I just want to. I'm going to start with the first thing, which is pickling base, because we're going to do a little experiment, and we're going to see if it will almost boil in the time it takes me to do the segment. This could go terribly awry. So let's start with like the base for the pickling, the like solution.
The solution for the pickling.
And here's the best of it. A cup of vinegar. I prefer white wine vinegar, but other people prefer cider vinegar, etc. Like you can just do whatever vinegar you want. So I'm gonna throw a cup of vinegar in there.
Rachel, right over here.
Right. Right. I'm going to add a teaspoon of sea salt because I care, right? Sea salt. I'm going to add a cup of tap water because I don't.
If you did care, what would you add?
Spring water, filtered water, just anything besides tap water.
Laboratory grade DI water.
Yeah, something good, not just like our New Bedford tap water, which is fine. Okay. Right, so I'm going to add a cup of water, and I'm going to add. This is just sugar. I'm going to add a tablespoon of sugar, more or less, whatever. Throw that in. So that's a cup of water, cup of vinegar, tablespoon of sugar, teaspoon of salt. I'm just gonna boil that, right? So we're gonna. Well, I don't want to boil it. I want to get it almost to boiling, right? We're gonna see how long that takes with this segment. I'm gonna stir that up a little bit. So this is just something I do all the time. It's super easy. This isn't like your grandparents' pickling. My grandparents in rural Michigan had a literal fallout shelter. Like we're talking 4 feet of cement above a well and shelves full of like pickled vegetables. This is not that. This will not last. Like when I was growing up, there were still pickled vegetables probably from the 50s and 60s in that basement, and they were probably still edible. This is not that. This will last like a month or two because I'm not like sanitizing or anything. But anyway, I'm going to start that. Hope that almost boils right. So I have pre-cut a bunch of jalapenos. Jalapenos for days. Yeah. The other thing I really like to do this with is shallots. Like you can use red onion, and that's fine, but shallots are so much better. I don't have any right now. We're going to do jalapenos. And the way that I do that is we're just going to slice, right? And then what I'm going to go do, and you don't need to be too careful about this, but I'm going to pull out most of that stuff in between, right? I'm just going to pop it out. I'm going to throw it in the compost, right? And then these go right into the jars. And I've pre-done a whole bunch of that.
You basically
Just get out most of the seeds, and like it doesn't matter that much, but you don't want all those seeds in there, right?
It's not the experience you're looking for.
Yeah, so we're just gonna throw these little bits of jalapeno in these jars. And what I used to do is just fill the jar completely up with jalapenos, like this, right? But now, well, no, what I've started to do, you know, when it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you're just tired of making tap handles or mashed potatoes or whatever, and you just need a snack because you're a vegetarian and you're constantly hungry, and you could just eat like chips, which is bad for you, or if you have in your fridge some pickled, like, I don't know, something or other, something a little spicy, a little crispy, right? So what I've started doing is, like, this jar is full of jalapenos, so that's just going to be pickled jalapenos. But you can pickle all sorts of things with the jalapenos. Like, I have celery right here. Now, a quick note about celery. Turns out that the celery we've been eating all our lives is bullshit.
what is it?
Bullshit. This is like bland. It is easy to grow. It is economic for like large farms to make it. So our farm share, and I didn't even know this till last year until we ate some celery from our farm share. But like our farm share grows heirloom celery, which is like flavorful and different, and really, really good. So I prefer pickling with heirloom.
For those of you who can't get heirloom celery,
And there's apparently all sorts of heirloom celeries. Like there's like purple varieties and there's wavy varieties.
That's a different
I listen to this-
Quarantinapalooza, I think.
I listen to this podcast occasionally called Proof, which I think is from America's Test Kitchen, and they had a whole episode on heirloom celery. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is, this is mostly full of jalapenos. I'm just going to throw some other stuff in there, like celery, right? This one's going to be nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
Look at the crunch.
yeah,
Build
it's
it
going
up
to
in
be
that guy.
it's going to be a crunchy, spicy snack.
So you know you get about 5 minutes of this segment.
Great. Oh no!
Oh, look, it's very hot.
Well, that was really bad. I'm actually going to pull that off the heat because that's right where I want it.
it's very easy.
We'll be right
It's
back
like
to that.
you planned it.
I'm not right. So this is some cucumber. I've never tried this before, really, but this is from our garden. This is a burpless variety. I'm gonna just slice some of that up.
Did you say burpless?
That is the yeah, that's the variety of cucumber.
Look at that. Look at
This is actually one of my faves from rural Michigan when I was growing up. There was this farm stand right across the street from our house, and they used to sell these burpless cucumbers, and I just go over and buy some from the farm stand and just like eat them. And they were so delicious. They're like, listen to that crunch.
Oh, thank you, Paul. Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna throw these cucumbers in the other jar. Get in there. Get the fuck in there. Okay. I'm gonna throw that one in there. And then the next thing we need to do, I'm gonna throw this back on. The next thing we need to do is you need to add garlic.
Yeah.
Because
What else are you doing with your life? I mean, come on.
I mean, just throw some garlic in there. Just anything you're pickling, just throw some garlic on top of that, right? Now, all of these jars, if you're wondering where I get them, they all used to belong to our friend Barb in Atlanta. So all of this handwriting on the lid is Barb's. So all of these used to contain jams.
Very pertinent to the pickling process. You need to talk to Barb if you want a jar.
So that's it. So we have our sliced up jalapenos, pull out most of the seeds, don't worry about it too much. Throw in whatever vegetables you want to snack on. I've used carrots, I've used celery, I'm trying cucumbers, you know, just anything that's going to be delicious and spicy and crunchy. And then, oh, come over here. We are just about to boil. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to throw down.
I call that a boil.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than I want. Okay. I'm going to just take these. Ooh, that smells gross. And I'm just gonna dump this over top. We're gonna fill up these jars.
Told you how my chiropractor ran out of rubbing alcohol, and so he started using apple cider vinegar to wipe off the cooling gel off my back.
That's gross.
Yeah, that is
I'm a little short on this jar.
You went there for it.
I'll come back after the palooza.
Okay, you
But then all you do this from there is you take Barb's twigs, and I'm just gonna snap that down, right? And then these, I'm just gonna let them cool for a few hours, and I'm gonna throw them in the fridge. And these are gonna be delicious on sandwiches, burritos, whatever you want, as a snack for the little vegetables and stuff.
So this is like you didn't have to like boil the thing. You didn't have to boil the cans and like dip them in
No,
things.
because this isn't gonna last forever. This is not my grandmother's like.
This is not meant to be in a fallout shelter.
Yeah, this is not meant for a fallout shelter. Like these are gonna last for a month or two in the fridge. In our household, they do not even last like a couple weeks, so it's not a big deal, and they're just delicious. So that is a very
Thank
easy
you, Michael.
way to have, people.
Well done. Yay! And now for a word from our
Sponsors.
AMA.
From your
Oh.
voice over.
We've got voiceovers.
Okay, here's the problem. You were both supposed to be doing a costume change while I was doing a segment.
Oh, but I really wanted to see it. Shit, no, you're right.
Can we go to just a screen?
Yeah, can we go to the splash screen for
Splash screen.
Daniel?
Thanks,
We'll be
Daniel.
right back with you, and then we're gonna switch over to the laptop camera.
Do you see them anymore?
No, we appear to have lost all units.
Are you absolutely sure we made it out of tracking range?
Affirmative. We have warped to the outer limits of this galaxy.
God. So, where do we go now?
We keep moving
Where? For how long?
until the authorities are no longer looking for you. Based on the charges, I would advise you to continue our travels for the remainder of your natural life.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What if I found an asteroid out here and settled down with a fake identity or something?
The authorities do raid these outer areas from time to time. It would not be advisable.
So this is it? If I want to keep from getting caught, I just keep running. Forever.
Affirmative.
I'd command my dragons to fight them, but at this critical moment, I've gone completely mad.
Oh, come on. It's not so bad. She just has a hard time opening up to people. I'm sure she'll let her guard down once she sees what a great person you are.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Everyone says the Cimmerillion is boring, but it wasn't supposed to be boring. They took out all the good stuff, like the goddess of war who's always covered in blood. So many people don't know how great the OG version is.
Hello, John. I am your combat AI system, powered by the Ocean Path Company. I am now fully integrated with your battle systems. What can I help you annihilate today?
You remind me of my last boyfriend. Tall, dark, and handsome type. He was sweet at first, but then he got clingy, so I dropped him like a bad habit. You wouldn't get clingy on me, would you? I had to watch my family be slaughtered before my eyes, but by God, I will not endure the sounds of Hall and Oates from a CGI monstrosity! Yeah!
Hi, we're here to make everyone jealous.
Right?
Yeah.
Jealous in
Yes,
the hot
we are.
tub. That is what we are here to do.
Okay.
Come on, Minty. Get on. Let him see your good side.
Hot tub is on camera.
Hot tub is on camera. Cool.
Moving the
Cool.
speaker over.
Cool. I'm really
Putting the light
excited.
on.
I'm really excited for the AMA with with some voice acting, voice over folk. I think that's
a technical term.
right. Yeah, isn't it? It's probably on the business card. Voice actor, voice over folk.
Yeah.
Good, wonderful.
Oh, that's so nice.
Isn't it just?
Oh, this is just like really good. Oh.
This is a very serious interview. Keep your professionals on the other line.
Cool.
So, where'd Sarah go?
Really? Oh, that's funny. What does the world have against nipples?
Seriously.
Like, at the end
Nipples
of the
are
day,
fine.
especially male nipples, they're mostly vestigial anyway. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what even?
They don't
What
even do anything. Oh, you know
Cool.
what? I don't think the internet has ever seen my tattoo,
Oh,
which is our buddy Duncan's paw. I just got tattooed there forever.
no, no. Uh-huh. Just right over the heart.
Yeah.
The little heart.
Where it belongs,
cat,
you know?
Of course. Kadonk. Just the cat of the world.
Okay, are we ready?
I guess.
I think so.
I
We're
mean,
gonna
I think we're ready.
ask our questions and get some answers.
Uh,
What's a fire and why does it? What's the word? Burn. That was a bad joke.
So do we have Blythe and Melissa with us?
We're here.
Oh, hi.
Myself.
Hi, Blythe. Hi, Melissa. I'm full disclosure. Usually I like do some research. Well, okay, maybe like 50% of the time I do some research, so I actually know like intelligent questions to ask of just like the amazing folks that we have. And you're amazing, I'm sure, but I don't know that because I didn't look you up.
We could be terrible and you don't even know.
I don't even. Okay, let's see.
Do it.
Oh, so first of all, who do we have? We have Melissa Medina and Blythe Renay, who are voiceover actors, and I'm super excited to find out about what you do. Let's. Okay.
How did I do that? Well, it's easy when you cheat. And you're immortal. I can't say luck will do you much good. When I choose a case, I win. The sentiment is still nice, though, isn't it? I'm just trying so hard to be nice this year.
Hero Elementary is funded in part by a ready-to-learn grant. I'm Lucita Sky.
I'm Princess Frostine, and my palace is up on that ice-creamy hill. I have a green surprise, so come with me and let's chill.
We have visual on you, Commander. On behalf of the company, I'd like to welcome you to our facility. Word is you're worth every C-bill we're paying you. And I hope so, for the company's sake.
I told the guy, we're death bringers. We bring death. It's not that complicated. Don't know why he bothered. I was gonna kill him anyway. Ophelia needs to pull that stick out of her ass, or just light the fuse and let it blow. I want the betrayal to gush through her while she succumbs to death.
Tired. But I know we can make it. You just have to find your...
The situation has worsened during your transit, Captain. I'm sending you out in the Ether prototype. Investigate the planet and destroy any hostiles in your way.
Feels longer when I watch it like that.
I love it.
I feel like I need to align properly. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, so Melissa has done many, many things, as you can see. on your screen right now.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Yeah, she's killing it. So yeah, when you guys said you wanted to talk about voiceover, I was like, well, I could talk about some things, but I'm gonna get a real pro in
Dude,
here.
you could talk about everything.
I can't talk about that many
You don't need me
characters, that's for sure.
Well, so how do you two know each other?
That's a good question. Internet?
Yeah, I think we met because I auditioned for your podcast.
That's right. Man, that seems like forever ago.
I know, it does seem like forever ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just getting started. So to give kind of a background on me, I had not been doing voiceover before. And they started putting me in, for those of you who don't know, I work at Gearbox Software. We make video games. So they started putting me in the booth to do temporary voiceover because they found out I had a background in acting. And they were like, great, you can do these voices and we'll put the professionals in later. And I was like, that sounds so fun. And I immediately had a freaking blast. I loved it. And so I was like, I want to do more of this. So I just got online and I was like, where do I start? What do I do? So one of the first places I went was a website called Casting Call Club.
Oh, snap.
And that is where Melissa had posted an audition for her podcast. And I was like, well, this shit sounds rad. So I'm auditioning for this. And that was it. I auditioned for a whole bunch of stuff. And but yeah, that was one of the very first things that I auditioned for, actually.
What was the podcast?
Yeah, what is
the podcast?
Yeah, I'll let you tell about it.
It's called XYWHY. I don't know why I called it that. But it's just a series of short stories. And I wanted to get together a bunch of voice actors and like get to know people. And Blythe was one of the first people that I heard that I was like, yes, this is what I'm looking for. And yeah, I don't know. She's awesome. So
we like immediately, we just like saw a kindred spirit. Well, I think it was a lot of the same with when I met Sarah. I was like, I don't know a lot about this person, but I love her. I'm done there.
That's enough. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so
how did I do that?
We became
it's
really good friends.
when
Like
you cheat.
Melissa's like
and
probably my
you're
best field friend. Period. Full stop.
Oh.
She's like the best.
I'm so freaking proud of Blythe. It's not even funny. Like, I talk to people all the time. They're like, shut up already. But no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it.
What are
I can't say luck will
there
do
seems to
you
be a
much
lot of
good.
niches
When I choose a
of
case,
voiceovers,
I
and I
mean,
guess
the sentiment is still nice though, isn't it? I just tried so hard to be nice this year.
So what are the different?
What are your favorite facets of voiceover? Is there like one medium that you prefer or like how does it differ in terms of
I'm
your
Princess
work ethic?
Frostine, and my palace is up on that ice cream
I have
hill.
more
I
limited
have a green
experience, I will
surprise.
say.
So come with me,
That's why
and
I wanted
let's
Melissa
chill.
here.
We have visual
Because
on
she
you,
has
Commander.
such a wide
On
variety,
behalf of
and
the company,
it's
I'd
so
like to
cool to
welcome you
watch.
to our facility.
So
Word is you find every seabird
my
within
experience
you.
is primarily in
For the
video
company's sake.
games, obviously, a little bit of animation, and then audio dramas, podcasts. So, which is a whole huge world I had no idea existed until I started searching, like, how do I do this more? But yeah, there are tons of audio drama podcasts out there. People are making whatever they want to create because it's such like a relatively low barrier of entry to make a podcast, as you guys know. So yeah, those are my
Everybody actually probably
sure, but I'm just saying, how many friends do you have with podcasts? All of them?
right. Everybody and their mother
That
is
I
running a
listen
podcast
to?
out of their basement.
No, it doesn't matter if you listen to it or not.
I'm just a really basic. Like, there might be some people who don't know what voiceover is. Like, what is it?
It is oftentimes laying your voice over an existing video or video game, commercials and animation, stuff like that. So yeah, you just sort of, you get in the booth, you have your lines, and you record them sometimes to the video. You get to see what's going on sometimes. And then other times you just kind of go in there and you do whatever you want, and it's fun.
That was actually going to be one of my questions for you. Like, how often do you have animation you're trying to line up your voice with, and how often do you do the recording first and then they match the animation to it? Like, is
For me, it's like 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it's always, they're almost always, I will say, because the animation that I've done is typically anime. So we're taking things that already exist and we are dubbing in English. So, right. Mhm. So it already exists, usually in Japanese, and then we are, they send it over to us, and then we're taking that same, and we have to, it's really fun because you have to, well, I say fun, it's difficult because you have to match the mouth movements, and there's all these, anime is crazy because there's all these like terms that no other section of voiceover uses. And so you have to learn this whole like terminology. Like they need to just hand you a glossary when you get your first anime gig because it's just like
anime jargon.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
crazy.
goodness.
And there's a bunch of like just like things that are abbreviated because they're used so often. And like it took me forever to be like, what does OMN mean? What does OMN mean? I can't remember it.
What does it mean?
It means open mouth noise. So it's those like yeah.
So is there something, so from when I've watched anime, like every other line is height. What is the English translation of height? What do you do for that?
It changes.
Okay.
Sometimes yes. Sometimes
Sure.
no. I think it could be almost anything. Yeah.
Or you
anything
can
from
put
yes
height.
to F you.
Height.
Yeah.
just height.
As an onomatopoeia, just fun too.
So that's why voiceover is, there are so many there's so many niches, like you said. It's crazy that like Melissa's experience varies so far from my own. It's just it's insane. Like some people will find a niche and just stick to it, and like they're like, oh, this is what I do now. I'm an audiobook person, and that's it. And
So
a lot
Melissa-
of like anime actors are that way as well. So
Yeah. So Melissa, like I know Blythe, and I've seen her be an actor on stage and stuff like that. Do you have a similar background? Were you an actor before you were a voiceover artist, or is that how that tends to work, or no?
I say kind of. Like I don't have nearly the breadth of experience that Blythe has. Most of my experience was in classical singing before this. So doing operas and stuff, and yeah, being a little tiny person with a big voice in an auditorium, and that was fun. But classical music is can be a bit stuffy, and I wanted to have fun and make crazy sounds and stuff, and that's generally frowned upon in classical music, which is weird.
I also went to school for classical. I went to choir college. I don't know if you know about that one, but
nice. Yeah. Yep.
Yes, I have a background in classical singing, and yeah, it does get like. I remember when I met Michael, I like didn't know anything about anything on the radio or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, it's its own little world.
Not Dvorak. And I still miss. I mean, so as a classical singer, do you still go back and listen to any of that?
I mean, I listen to classical music, yeah, when I can, when I'm not around other people and they like roll their eyes and stuff. But yeah.
Understood.
When I can.
Yeah. I have another question.
What was your question?
Oh gosh. Oh, what's an audition like? I mean, I guess it depends on where you are in your career, but like, do you have to come up with your own monologues, or do you choose monologues?
It depends on the environment. Like if Blythe could probably speak to more of the like AAA experience probably, but in the indie world, you sit in your booth or your closet or you're under your blankets or whatever you have, and you have some lines to try to figure out and try to make it, unique and stand out and all that. And then you submit it digitally, and it's like so much is done at home these days in the indie space, at least. Well, no, everywhere now because of COVID and all that, but yeah, in the indie space, you just kind of stay at home, you do your thing, you send it off, and then that's that. It's actually pretty approachable, which is nice. And then you have like the in-studio experience, which Blythe, you know more about than I do.
Yeah,
yeah, go.
Go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say it's very similar in the AAA world, at least for Gearbox. We send out lines, and the actors that get the auditions take those lines, record them. Some even will record it on their phone. When you're auditioning for indie things, they're more concerned about your quality of your recording that you're auditioning with, because that's the quality of the recording that you're going to be returning if they cast you. Whereas with us, like you said, not currently, but in the before times, we have an in-house studio. So 9 times out of 10 actors, if we cast them in roles, they're coming to our in-house studio and they're recording in our studio. Or even if they're not local, we're recording them in someone else's like professional studio. So a lot of people will even especially if they're like traveling or going to cons, oftentimes they'll get like an audition and they're like, oh no, I have to turn this in right now, and they'll just bust out their iPhone and record the lines and send them off and be done. And so that's the probably the biggest difference, is they're not as concerned about quality. But similar process.
So Blythe, I know because I follow you on the Twitters.
The Twitters, yes.
I
tweet to all my twits.
That we can hear you a bunch in Borderlands 3. Can you talk a little bit about monkey sex noises?
I can talk at length, realistically, about monkey sex noises.
And can you demonstrate?
Listen, if I weren't an improv comedian, there are times I wish I wasn't, but then there are times like these where, I wish I wasn't, because then I wouldn't make noises like, ow, 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 ooh, 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 ow, ow. So if you
sexy.
So if you're playing Borderlands 3 and you hear those noises, it's me. So yeah.
So amazing.
So as I mentioned previously, I started doing temporary voices and then the professional. In fact, I got to do a bunch of Moxie temporary VO, and it was so fun. I'm friends with Brina, and so I would always text her afterwards. I would be like, I went into the booth and I channeled you and I just did my best Brina impression. It was so bad, but it's so fun. Anyway, but Moxie is this like very sexy character, and she's always like, hey sugar, and so she's always hitting on everyone. So that was really fun. But yeah, so like characters like those that are already established in the previous Borderlands franchise, they were fun to like go in and do those, but I knew those were definitely, we have actors for those, they're going to come and do over those lines. But then there were other characters that I started doing the temporary stuff for, and one in particular they liked so much, they were like, this is just you, that you're gonna do this character. So I started playing a character called Genevieve. She is an AI, and she's a combat AI specifically. So she's going through a breakup with another AI.
Right.
That's
like you do.
It's right, exactly. It's the navigational AI. So they dated. I don't know how that works. Don't ask me. Ask my writers. They dated for a little while, and then it went poorly, and then she kicked him off the ship and then got stranded because she didn't have navigation system.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, the navigational AI is actually played by a gentleman you may have heard of called Ice-T.
Yeah, maybe.
If you're old. Anyway, so for the longest time, I was just convinced that somebody was gonna play this mission and be like, why do we have Ice-T and then this rando girl that no one's ever heard of? So for months, I was like, anybody I talked to, I was like, yeah, I did the voiceover, but I think it's gonna get changed. And like my writer friend, my VO director, everybody was like, it's not getting changed. It's not, even when we got past the point where they were like, it's too late to change it. I was like, well, I don't know. That mission's just going to get cut. So I was just convinced for the longest time that it wasn't going to happen. But it did actually stay.
Wow.
So yeah, you can hear me as Genevieve in Borderlands 3, as well as a shield that is also, it's still Genevieve.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very fun. It has some of the best lines of Genevieve's is on that shield, to be honest with you. But yes, at one point Genevieve does in fact simulate, they called it monkey sex noises in the script. But yes, so my writer friend, we were, probably having dinner one day, and he was like, hey, so we have this thing that we're going to ask you to do. And I was like, okay. And he's like, it's kind of weird. And I was like, okay. And he was like, it's monkey sex noises. And immediately I was like, I'm in.
Yeah, like we're basically made for that role.
Yeah, that was the thing. I was like, I don't know if you did this on purpose or if you just lucked out, but like, can we record right now? I'm ready.
So I've never been so ready my whole life.
Yeah, I've spent the 34 years leading up to that moment.
I was born for this.
Yeah, so
sorry, go on.
Yeah, it was crazy. The VO director basically just let me go, and he was like, yeah, start out with like small, because they had like medium, mild, and intense were what it was written in the script, I think. Something like that. And so he was like, yeah, just start small and then build up a little bit and then just really go for it over the top. He was like, I'm just going to let you go. And I was like, great. And so I just went, and then he was like, okay. At some point he cut in on me and he was like, all right, cool. I think we got it. And I was like, no, are you kidding? I'm not done. I have so much more.
So much more monkey sex noises to come out of play.
Right. I don't know that I'll ever top that, to be honest. Like, one of the first things I ever did in the booth, and I don't know that it gets better than that.
So like monkey sex noises is your greatest hit.
Yeah, I peaked really early.
Yeah, Melissa,
maybe I don't want to say anybody's peaked yet. Like,
right?
You still have some living to do.
But I'm wondering.
Now.
Yeah, like since as I said before, I completely failed to do my research. Melissa, what is your monkey sex noise? Like, what are you most known for?
It's funny.
Oh, actually, could you also do monkey sex noises?
I don't think I can. I'm not going to infringe on Blythe's territory on that one. No, thank you.
You can do it. This is a friendly crowd. Like, everyone wants to hear it. So you can just do it. It's fine. Go on. We're gonna wait for your monkey sex noises. Yeah. I don't know if the audience heard that, but Daniel said no.
Ooh. No, for me, I do one of two things. I do extremes. So like even in the little graphic that you see, wherever that is, I do a mixture of like really sexy villains or like really weird, quirky kids characters. And sometimes in the same day, and it just like, it's a bit whiplashy sometimes where like 1 hour I'm just, the over sexualized woman, kill them because I'm a dominatrix. And then the other one is like, I don't know, I think one day I recorded for Candyland. And so literally I went from kill them to like, can you find all the green ice cream? And it was really weird. But yeah, so that's my thing is I do extremes. And then my favorite thing to do are like really cute, violent characters. I love that. So yeah,
that's my Genevieve basically. She's like so cute and sweet and wants to kill you. It's my favorite thing to do as well.
Mm-hmm. It's super fun. I wish there were more roles for that.
Can you give us, so I'm going to give you a line. Can you give us the line in your sexy villainous and also in your cute? So okay, off the top, off the dome.
Off the cuff, yeah.
This can of sardines has surpassed its expiration date.
Can't wait.
So okay. The sexy villain is, this can of sardines has exceeded its expiration date.
Oh, sexy and dark. Okay.
It's so good. The first couple times that my husband overheard when I was listening to Melissa, he was like, who is that? She makes me feel funny in my pants. And I was like, me too, dog. Me too.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's fun, definitely. But you know what? I get a little tired of it. So like sometimes it's nice to shut it off and be like, I don't know,
This can of sardines has exceeded its expiration date.
and it's
Oh.
nice to kind of have a little bit of both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Balance.
It's a fun exercise.
That is. What time is it? Is it?
I don't
Mark
know.
Gunn time? Well, I saw Mark Gunn time.
Oh well, can I get it? Can I get a couple questions?
Yeah, no,
in here?
let's
I had some
wrap
questions,
this up.
yeah.
Well, get a couple in from the people. It is an AMA.
So Melissa, oh yeah, we do want to get some questions from the people. I also have a couple more questions.
Get the people.
Where do we go
Go,
to
go.
first?
Chop,
Okay,
chop.
I'm gonna ask my questions. First of all, Melissa, we never got an answer. What is your most recognizable role?
Probably Queen Frostine from Candyland, weirdly enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does she know where the green ice cream is?
That's up to the little kids to find. She's not gonna do that kind of surf work.
Got
No,
it.
no, the funny thing is in the version of Candyland that I'm in, she started out as Queen Frostine, and then somewhere along the line she got demoted to Princess Frostine.
What?
So, yeah, in the version
Scandal.
I'm in, I'm Princess Frostine, not Queen Frostine.
I thought it was Princess Lollipop.
Also that, so it gets weird. Like there's this weird thing where I think they didn't want any relationships in the game. So somehow I was a princess, but also Princess Lollipop is like my kid. I don't know. It's like this weird soap opera.
Maybe that's another Quarantinapalooza, like delving into the
dynamics
socio-political
of
dynamics
Candyland.
of
Candyland.
Candyland.
I think they just need a continuity person, it sounds like.
They do.
So and I like to kind of end our AMA sections with these sorts of questions before we get on to the audience questions. But like, so if someone wants to do voiceover work, what is your advice? Like, where's the starting point? What are the resources to be like, I want to do voices and things? Like, where do I go? You know?
You want to take that first thing, Blythe?
Yeah, I mean, I would say I want to be a voiceactor.com is a good like starting.
No, is that too obvious?
I've never heard of that.
Oh, really? That's the one that always gets. I'm in a bunch of like Facebook groups and whatnot, and people always come in, and it drives me crazy. Like they're the first fucking person to watch. I'm sorry. I'm used to being on the Jackbox portion where we don't care about.
We can swear through the whole
fucking curse. It's
Okay, great. I tried.
Jackbox game.
Okay.
I know that.
So anyway, like they're the first person to walk into this voiceover club and ask, where do I start? Like, I don't know. Try a freaking search the group, see if there's already a post. There's hundreds of them. Search Google. And that's what I did. I just started searching and, I found these groups and I kind of waded in that way. There's websites. Like I said, Casting Call Club is really helpful. There's podcasts. Sarah Golding is where I started her podcast, Medina podcast. She has an entire podcast that tells you like, here's where you want to start, set these goals, get this equipment, like do all that. So there's tons of people out there talking about how to do it. So if you just look for it, you can figure it out. Casting Call Club is a great place to start with auditions and get things like in your portfolio and get some experience under your belt and really see like, do you even enjoy this? Are you any good at it? How do you feel about it? Because that's the other thing that people don't understand too, that I really like to stress when people say I want to be a voice actor. It's called voice acting. And so a lot of people will come in and be like, well, I can do these impressions. That's great. Can you act? Because it's really important. If I want, I'm trying to think of a character and I'm losing all of the ones that I know. If I want Mr. Satan from DBZ, I'm gonna call Chris Rager. I'm not gonna look for a Mr. Satan impression. That's not how this works. So it's just like, impressions are a great place to start and a great place to practice, but you really like figure out how to act and then take, like practice acting, take classes, do that.
I
So
was just gonna say that too. Take classes. Classes is a huge deal. And there's a lot of free things out there. There's a lot of like free practice groups on Facebook and all over social media. And like I'm a big proponent of learn by doing. Just try it. Throw yourself in the deep end and figure out if you can sink or swim and if you even like it. Because a lot of people think they'll like it but they think it's reading. So they think it's just, oh, I can read. Anybody can read.
you'd be
But there's-
shocked how difficult it is to read, and you don't even know it until you try it.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
I would think you don't even you half the time you probably don't have another voice to go up against, and you're just
Yep. Yeah, you have to read the
Try
line
it.
before yours and just
Yeah.
go for it. Like
I have a,
try couple different ways.
yeah, I have a question from someone in chat. Daniel J. McLean says, super fan here. I really enjoy the singing collabs. Will we be getting more Blythe, Melissa collaborations for you? First of all, I didn't know that was a thing, and it sounds amazing.
That was the pictures of cats, right?
Yeah, we covered a Jonathan Colton song called
Mm-hmm.
Pictures of Cats, which of course right down your alley. So yeah, that is something that we did do. I would love to do something again.
Yeah.
We don't have a plan yet, but if anybody has any suggestions, let us
Mhm.
know.
Yeah, totally. Up for it.
all right.
Do we have any other questions from the chat? Daniel, have you noticed any?
There was one.
I can't look at the chat in the Zoom because
Yeah, we're in
we
a
have to
pool.
put
Because we
water.
made a decision to get into a hot tub.
It looks so comfortable though.
It's pretty great.
It's 94 degrees.
It's amazing.
Ooh.
There's like
Perfection.
very little chance I'm getting out of this thing for the rest of the Quarantinapalooza.
I don't know how that works with Jackbox. So.
I think there was a question that he posted somewhere.
Oh.
Was that?
Okay, I'm not looking at the thing.
Somebody
It
who's
says-
not us. Can you read it?
Yeah. It says,
Someone-
are there any
someone-
stories about problems of physical exertion sounds either being mistaken as sexual because of over-sexualization, as Blythe rolls her eyes, of women or directors that have pushed in that direction?
That's a good question.
Oh, this
Guys.
seems actually.
You just
like a
you
good
don't
question.
understand how similar just like effort noises are to sex noises until you get in there and and they're like, all right, now punch. And you're like, and then you're like, wait a minute. And in fact, I did an effort noises right after I did a monkey sex noises. So for Borderlands, there's a lot of elemental effects, and they try to change it up. So you're getting like shocked, right? So you have shock, or you have fire, or you have acid, and they try to make them all different. And so, I was doing effort noises for like acid or something, and I was just like, and then I was like, oh no, I went into sex noise territory.
I'll have what she's having.
It is a fine line, you guys. It's really hard. It's really
It is.
hard.
You know what I do, Blythe? I've taken to this. So you have that sound, right? So
Yep.
I now just go through my ABCs when I'm doing effort noises.
That's
So I
so
go,
smart.
"Buh, kuh, gida, fuh." Just so that like I could get out of that sexual territory. But even still, like when I look at characters on screen, whenever I see them in video games, they've got massive chests and they're like half naked. I'm like, well, that was
Yeah.
pointless, but I tried.
You have to do what you can do, and sometimes it's just inevitable, unfortunately.
I love it. Guys, thank you so much for sharing your art and your stories. Thank you, Melissa, for being part of our
Thank you.
shenanigans.
It was a joy to hear you sing too, by the way. That was wonderful.
Oh, thanks. What was I gonna say?
Sorry, Nancy.
Another one.
Yes.
Daniel, did the audience hear that, or was that special for us?
Oh. We can't tell.
Inside jokes.
You have
Inside
to look
jokes.
at the chat. You have to
Yeah.
look at the chat. Okay. Yeah, I think we're ready to move on to the next portion of the old Quarantinapalooza.
Yeah.
Do you
Thank you
have
so much for being here.
do you have any like Instagrams or
Oh, yes.
social medias you want to plug or projects coming up that we should?
Where do people find you and follow all of your stuff?
I'm on the twits, Melissa Medina VO.
Okay.
And as usual, I'm still Blythe Renay, literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Yay.
Branding.
My name is so unique.
My name is so not real.
All right. Well, thanks guys very much. We are ready to move on to the next.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend. Bye. And as always, Melissa, you are welcome to join in for Jackbox games if you feel up to it. And
thank you.
You don't have to go. Ah.
Or you can.
I mean, you're welcome.
You may have to draw
to make sex noises. You don't have to.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Just go through the alphabet. It's fine.
On to.
So we have Marc Gunn coming up.
We do have Marc Gunn coming up. Marc Gunn is back. We didn't know what happened to him a couple of weeks ago.
We weren't going to bring that up, I thought.
Oh,
I thought
right.
we weren't going to bring that up.
Never mind. He's
You
back.
heard nothing.
So I guess we'll just.
The point is that he's here.
No, I love that Marc Gunn was going to play music a couple weeks ago, and like he just wrote you an email that said "fuck."
Yeah, that's like 2 days later. That's the email I got, and I was like, "Oh, good, he is." Because you never know. Like when people don't show up, I'm like, they got the COVIDs. I don't know. Like we're a very obviously go with the flow show, so it's like, well, I'm sure there's a good reason, but
I wish I could say there was a good reason. I'm sorry.
well, I'm glad the reason wasn't COVID.
No apologies. Just the email of fuck is.
Yeah.
Like, I keep that in mind for next time it happens.
Like time doesn't mean anything anymore. Like how do you
know, it really
know
doesn't.
what day of the week it is?
I
don't
know. I don't. I have no clue. I have no clue. I have kids too, so so
Right.
there's no clue. No clue.
Did you have to homeschool? Was that
Not now, thank God, because that was the
get
worst
out of the
thing
house?
ever. But we'll see what happens in another month when school's supposed to start up.
Oh, no! Wait, where do you live, Mark?
I live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Oh, that's where my brother lives.
Maybe they know each other.
That's right. Yeah, maybe you guys hang out or something. You know,
I just moved here, so less than a year ago, so probably not. But you never know.
Well, maybe your kids will end up going to the school.
That's very possible. It's very possible.
So I'd like to give a little context about how we know the people who are playing on this weird stream we do. So we know Marc Gunn from Gen Con for sure.
Gen Con, yes.
And we know all about his drinking songs for cats.
Yes.
And his
It's a
song
pet project of mine.
I
do it every time. because it's just-
Firefly, and he was just so wonderful and such an icon at one of my favorite conventions in the world.
I love Gen Con. I'm so
yeah,
sad.
so it's so lovely to see you.
He's also a
Thank you.
hostess with Emosis. He puts together some of the cabaret and comedy shows.
Oh yeah, just like a
So-
mover and shaker, like bringing other artists together to do things. Like, yeah, so a lovely human being.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah. We want to hear some music?
I think we do.
You got it. I can.
Okay, we're
instrument.
Oh yeah.
I have an instrument and everything, so I feel like I can pull that off. So this is the first song on my second album of Irish drinking songs for cat lovers, because you can't have just one. What should we do with the catnip kitty? What should we do with the catnip kitty? What should we do with the catnip kitty? Early in the morning, wave pounce, wave pounce, wave pounces early in the morning. Now you are welcome to meow along. This is a interactive show. Put him in his cat potato sober. Put him in his cat potato sober. Put him in his cat potato sober early in the morning. Wave pounces. Wave pounces. Wave pounces early in the morning. Put him back again when he jumps out. Put him back again when he jumps out. Put him back again when he jumps out early in the morning. Wave pounces. Wave pounces. Wave pounces early in the morning. Blow some bubbles and watch him chase them. Blow some bubbles and watch him chase them. Blow some bubbles, watch him chase them early in the morning. Wave pounces. Wave pounces. Wave pounces early in the morning. put him on the back and watch him jump high, put him on the back, watch him jump high, put him on the back, watch him jump higher in the morning. Without his early in the morning. Put him in the bed of your sleeping father, put him in the bed of your sleeping father, put him in the bed of your sleeping father, early in the morning. Without his early in the morning. You should have seen your sleeping father, you should have seen your sleeping father, you should have seen your sleeping father, early in the morning. Without his early in the morning. He screamed like your little sister. He screamed like your little sister. He screamed like early in the morning. Without his early in the morning. Your dad jumped up on top of the bed. Push dad jumped up on top of the bed. Dad jumped up on top of the bed. Push early in the morning. Without his early in the morning. That's what you do with the catnip kitty. That's what you do with the catnip kitty. That's what you do with the catnip kitty early in the morning. All right, thank you much. So that, of course, is the the second album I put out was a CD called Whiskers in the Jar, and was a lot of fun. This song though is from the I was thinking about doing this album of sea shanties for cat lovers, but I decided instead that it's going to be on the next CD, which is called Mingley Cat Song. It goes like this. See the glass cats, watch it splash cats, see the liquid roll off of the table, see your human in their socks cats as they step in the puddle you made. Little girl holds a full sticky cup, doesn't drink all of the juice up. She leaves for school, then the bottle lands with a crash. Your paws get sticky on the floor. See the glass cats, watch it splash cats, see the liquid roll off of the table, see your human in their socks cats as they step in the puddle you made. Humans watching TV distracted, or they leave to use the bathroom, jump upon the coffee table and knock the milk down and lick it up. See the glass cats, watch it splash cats, see the liquid roll up of the table, see your human in their socks cats as they step in the puddle you made. Ice cold glass of water at bedtime, set it down not far from the pillow. Your tongue can't reach it as blue in the morning, and knock it down and you're satiated. See the glass cats, Watch it splash, cats. See the liquid roll off of the table. See your human in their socks, cats, as they step in the puddle you made. But care we if they're done drinking? What we care about is physics in motion. To the glass catch, watch it jiggle. If it doesn't tip over, then knock it again. See the glass cats, watch it splash, cats. See the liquid off of the table. See your human in the socks, cats, as they step in the puddle you made. See the glass cats, watch them splash, cats. See the liquid roll off of the table. You're human in the socks, cats, as they step in the puddle you made. Woo. Thanks so much. All right, so I'm gonna move on to, you mentioned the Firefly song, so I'm gonna sing a Firefly song. This song was written because of the little hands reaching down. That's awesome. This song was written for Malcolm Reynolds, and it wasn't just written for him though, because it was also written for me and guys everywhere who have trouble expressing ourselves. It is a challenge for many of us guys. So I wrote this song for all of us guys who have trouble expressing ourselves. She's shiny, oh so shiny. Oh, don't say a word, I'm in love with that girl. Yes, she's shiny, oh, oh, so shiny. She keeps spinning around and round in a whirl, carrying the weight of heartache from her past, or running toward the future that won't last. What a beaut, that girl makes my heart soar. She lights the night like a brightly shining star. 'Cause she's shiny, oh, oh, so shiny. But don't say a word, I'm in love with that girl. Yes, she's shiny, oh, oh, so shiny. She keeps spinning around and round in a world, dressed up for a fancy ball in the dark of night. Ain't gonna pull my punches, 'cause I love to fight. Before I knew things got out of control, I set my sights on making it out. Oh, 'cause she's shiny, oh, oh, so shiny. Don't say a word, I'm in love with that girl. Yes, she's shiny, oh, oh, so shiny. She keeps spinning around and round in a world. Sometimes she doesn't like the way I deal. Sometimes she lets me know a steal. Sometimes She sets good men on fire. Climb aboard and she'll ride down your spire. 'Cause she's shiny, oh, oh, so shiny. Oh, don't say a word, I'm in love with that girl. Yes, she's shiny, oh, 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 so shiny. She keeps spinning around and round in a whirl. I found her in a down and out dirty place. Head down, a feeling no disgrace. I looked inside, I saw hope in her eyes. I knew right then that that firefly would fly. 'Cause she's shiny, oh, oh, so shiny. But don't say a word, I'm in love with that girl. Yes, she's shiny, oh, oh, so shiny. She keeps spinning around and round in a whirl. Yes, she's shiny, oh, oh, so shiny. But don't say a word, I'm in love with that girl. Woo. Thanks so much. So I mentioned earlier that I have a couple kids, 2 wonderful, beautiful daughters. Since they were born, I've been singing this lullaby. It is a song called Close Your Eyes, and I know we're having fun and whatnot, but maybe closing your eyes doesn't seem like the right thing to do right now, but I want you to indulge me for one moment. Song written by Daniel Glasser. It's a gorgeous, beautiful song. Close your eyes for me, though. Close your eyes and sleep. There are demons in your dreams. Go to sleep, my darling. There's a demon underneath your bed. The demons in your bed are gonna eat you up. Stay in your bed. There are landmines on the floor. The demons in your bed are gonna eat you up. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Why do you think we say that? It's so the demons underneath your bed will want to eat you up. You used to have a sister. She wouldn't go to sleep. Shh. So the demons underneath her bed ate her up. Do not call for your mother. Who is it that you think you let the demons in? Eat you up. Snakes and snails and puppy dog tails. Who can account for the taste of demons? The demons in your bed are gonna eat you up. Baby, don't you cry, or the demons won't wait till you fall asleep before they eat you up. My father sang the song to me. slipped and he fell on a landmine. And the demons underneath my bed ate him up. That is not a blanket. Good night. All right. That is a lovely lullaby from my CD, Kilted for Her Pleasure. Because that's what you do. You put out CDs. I have a lot of fun CD titles, including this one. This song actually is going to the Lord of the Rings world, because there's a place in Kentucky that much like Brigadoon, there rises from the mist every 3 years a little village, and is populated by hobbits and dwarves and elves and golems. And I've learned some valuable lessons by visiting this little village, and I feel like I should share my wisdom with you. It goes like this. Don't go drinking with hobbits. Sure, you'll have a grand time all night long. But if you go drinking with hobbits, my friends, you may not want to wake up at all. They were thoughtful and kind when they invited me to drink. A lone human among hobbit kind. They bought me half and another and one more, and told stories of days long gone by. The brew was strong, my glass never empty, as if time stood still and bare. But when I woke the next morning, I felt like old Smaug had been there. Oh, don't go drinking with hobbits. Sure, you'll have a grand time all night long. But if you go drinking with hobbits, my friends, you may not want to wake up at all. You may wonder how it all happened. Well, I'm still wondering what happened too. I had tea, dinner, and supper. Quite full, I thought I was through. They insisted I come to the flagon and drink to the health of new friends. But when I got there, I made more hobbit friends, and the toast seemed never to end. Oh, don't go drinking with hobbits. Sure, you'll have a grand time all night long. But if you go drinking with hobbits, my friends, you may not want to wake up at all. When the sun had rose the next morning, and I lifted my head from my drool, there were beer mugs spilled on the tables, and hobbits lying next to their stools. A young hobbit lass grinned across the barroom and nudged each of my new hobbit friends. And then sometime after second breakfast, we all started drinking again. Oh, don't go drinking with hobbits. Sure, you'll have a grand time all night long. But if you go drinking with hobbits, my friends, you may not want to wake up at all. I left hobbits in a few days later. My head, it was swollen and sore. It felt like a dwarven anvil after a terrible war. I don't think I'll ever recover from the food, the drink, and the cheer. I swear I'll never drink with hobbits again, at least till I see them next year. Oh, don't go drinking with hobbits. Sure, you'll have a grand time all night long. But if you go drinking with hobbits, my friends, you may not want to wake up at all. No, don't go drinking with hobbits. Sure, you'll have a grand time all night long. But if you go drinking with hobbits, my friends, you may not want to wake up at all. I'm looking down because I broke a string. This is a normal thing for me. I have 35 more, so it's okay. It's okay. But I do break strings quite frequently. In fact, I've gotten to the point where I was like, I break some one weekend at Texas Renaissance Festival. I broke 21 strings one weekend, just 21 strings, and they're not cheap. So it was not a good weekend financially, but it did teach me some lessons, you know, about trying to figure out a way to recycle my strings. So I did end up eventually creating what I call Celtic heartstrings. They're necklaces made from the broken strings of my heart. I mean, auto harp. So they work out well. I'm gonna do a song. Go back to Firefly for a second. This song was written from the episode "The Message," and in the episode of this Firefly episode, a body is sent to the crew of Serenity, and with a message saying, you know, bring me home, bring me back to my family. And I took that same story and I took it back to a couple soldiers fighting in the Battle of Serenity Valley, or any battle, and turn it into a story about friendship and bring your friend home if, you know, things go all the way bad. So it's called Bring Me Home, Boys. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. Sergeant said, boy, don't you run. I don't care if the Alliance comes. I saw him die, and I took a stand. So go and tell my papa I died a man. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. I was brave, boy, as best I can. I felt my gun shake as I shot a man. Bullets pierced my heart, can't feel my head. So and tell my brother I died a man. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died of a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. You and me, boy, are left alive. I can tell not long till I die. I did not run, 'cause you're my friend. Go and tell my sister I died a man. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Bring me home, boys, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. Go and tell my mama I died a man. When my breath has left, bring me home. All right, I got one more song to you. Thank y'all so much. This is go back to this is a song that probably got the most play from my Irish drinking songs. The original Irish drinking songs for Cat Lover CD. As I said, there were two. Years ago, I remember being on mp3.com and I came across Lord of the Dance, and there was a couple versions of it on mp3.com. It was like so fantastic. I was like, if I'm going to do a fun Celtic song, this is going to be it. But I'm going to write about cats. Pounced in the morning when the world was begun. I pounced on the moon and the stars all for fun. I leaped down from heaven and I pounced on the earth. When I pounced my first mouse I had in my birth. Pounce, pounce, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. I'll run under feet wherever you may be, and I'll leap on you in the pounce, said he. I pounced on the papas of the Egyptians. They wouldn't play, so I stole their feather pens. I pounced on the fish caught by James and by John. They fed me fish, so the pounce went on. Pounce, pounce, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. I'll run under feet wherever you may be, and I'll leap on you in the pounce, said he. I pounced on the Sabbath, rubbed my head against the lane. Many people shook their head, said this feline was insane. I mean, after pouncing, do not think I am gone, for I just saw a rat till the pounce went on. Pounce, pounce, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. I'll run under feet wherever you may be, and I'll leap on you in the pounce, said he. I and my lady out a song crossed the plain. Two birds came down and we pounced on each of them. On the bedchamber floor I laid my carrion. Then I raced out the door and I pounced again. Pounce, pounce, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. I'll run under feet wherever you may be, and I'll leap on you in the pounce, said he. Dog jumped down, so I leaped up high. I have 9 lives that will never, never die. I'll pounce on you till you bark at me. I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. Pounce, pounce, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. I'll run under feet wherever you may be, and I'll leap on you in the pounce, said he. Pounce, pounce, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. I'll run under feet wherever you may be, and I'll leap on you in the pounce, said he. Pounce, pounce, wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the pounce, said he. I'll run under feet wherever you may be, and I'll leap on you in the pounce, said he. You. Thank you so much. All right. We'll do one more song. How about? I don't see sounds coming back on, so I'm going to do one final song, I guess. Someone mentioned about the Celtic stuff. So I tell people I do sci-fi-ish music, which is science fiction infused with Celtic music. And there's a terrible period in Irish history. The English were cutting down all the trees. And trees are very important to the Irish. Number one, for religious reasons, the Druids, right? Yeah. Number two, for religious reasons, the barrels that make the whiskey. Now, the interesting thing about whiskey barrels is you can only use them about 6 times, and then you pretty much have to toss them. So the Irish were, in fact, the first recyclers. In fact, if you look at the national logo of Ireland, the Irish harp, you know that? You turn it sideways, you get that green recycle symbol. They came up with that. So these Irish took these barrels that once held whiskey, poured cider into it, and created a drink called Johnny Jump Up. I'll tell you a story that happened to me one day as I went down to New York by the sea. The sun was bright and the day was warm. Says I a quiet pint wouldn't do me no harm. And I called for a bottle of stout. Says the barman, I'm sorry, but the beer's sold out. Try whiskey or Patty, 10 years in the woods. Said I'll try cider, I heard that it's good. Oh, on never again if I live to be 100 or 110, I fell to the ground. Could not get up, had the drink and a curd of that Johnny Jump Up. After Lord, I turned, I made straight for the yard where Bunsen brought the big civic guard. Come here, my boy. Oh, don't you know on the law? And I up with me fist and I shattered his jaw. He fell to the ground with his knees doubled up. That wasn't I here. It was the Johnny Jump Up. The next thing I met down in Europe by the sea was a cripple on crutches. I says to me, I'm afraid for me life. I'm hit by a cart. She helped me on down to the Celtic Knot Bar. The downing a pint to that cider so sweet. He threw down his crutches and danced his feet. Oh, I never again if I live to be 100 or 110, I fell to the ground. Could not get up, had the drink and a curd of that Johnny Jump Up. Well, I went up the Lee Road, fed for the sea. They called the madhouse in Court by the Lee. And when I got there, share the truth, I will tell. They had the poor bugger locked up in a cell. Said the guards, testing him, say these words if you can. Run the rigged rocks, drag Resco ran. To him, I'm not crazy. To him, I'm not mad. It was only 6, 7, 12 pints I had. I never again if I live to be 100. 110, I fell to the ground. Could not get up, had the drink and a curd of that Johnny Jump Up. Well, a man died in the mines with the name of McNabb. They washed him and laid him outside on the slab bench after the coroner's measurements to take. His wife took him home to a bloody fine way. About 12 o'clock, the beer was high in the courts. He set up, he says the sigh. I can't get to heaven, they won't let me up till I bring them a card of that Johnny Jump Up. I never again if I live to be 100. 110, I fell to the ground. Could not get up, had the drink and a curd of that Johnny Jump Up. Never again if I live to be 100. 110, I fell to the ground. Could not get up, had the drink and a curd of that Johnny Jump Up. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Woo. All right. I'm going to take that off there. And thank you all so much for having me on. Woo.
Now we're unmuted.
There we go.
Hey, check that out.
Quick. Thank
Marc
you.
Gunn, thank you so much for being here with us for this Quarantinapalooza XV. Quick question. What is that instrument you're playing?
It is an auto harp.
Is it an auto harp?
Also, is your daughter in therapy?
Both of them, yeah.
Okay, good.
Wait, where does that question even come from?
His song that he sings to them.
Close your eyes. That's that one.
Again.
That's the
okay.
one that when I sing it, I have to make sure people know that you know, their tips and CD sales go to pay for the therapy. So,
right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here. Where do people go to find you? What is your website?
Are you playing at Gen Con online?
I will be on Gen Con online. I do. Actually, we should talk. Speaking of which, so remind me. We get something. We'll work out something. I am doing a cat show, so but yeah, I'm
thematically appropriate.
Oh yes, I know.
For
I know
this crowd.
So exactly. So yes, I will be at Gen Con. So I'm planning like 4 shows if you don't include the comedy cabaret. But keltfather.net has everything at keltfather.net. That'll take you to
Keltfather.net.
my social media, my website, my YouTube, my store to buy CDs. Whatever you want, it's all at keltfather.net.
You have CDs?
Nice, you remember?
Yeah, I do.
Wow, I'm
It's
impressed.
funny how that thing sticks with people. There's a part of me when that as the digital media has become more prevalent, you kind of wonder, should I stop that thing? But you just mentioned CDs, and they do that, and you can't stop it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't buy CDs, but I
don't
do
either.
say that.
I don't
I do
either.
say that when it comes up at a show.
But we artists who have CDs appreciate the artists, the consumers
exactly.
that do buy the CDs.
As people who have literally thousands of CDs in that closet I'm looking at right over there.
I know.
Please buy CDs.
I started a podcast and I had a whole bunch of media people saying, "Let me send you a CD." I'm like, I don't accept CDs anymore. I don't want your freaking CDs.
Yeah.
But I still sell them because half my audience will still buy them.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
God bless America.
Yeah.
We're going to switch over to Jackbox games, and we would love you to join us if you feel like you would like to play some Jackbox games.
I don't know what this is, but I might be able to play for a few minutes.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
So we're going to open your eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
I will open your eyes. Okay.
Michael, I was literally just going to do the same thing.
Blythe and I, as usual, on the same wavelength.
Well, our friends, the Damsels of Dorkington, are joining us, and I think it's thanks to Marc Gunn that we're even connected, honestly.
Wow,
really cool. It's actually very possible. Like you played a Gen Con show that Marc Gunn put together that also had the Damsels of Dorkington in it. Am I wrong?
No, I
They were there last year. I was very disappointed.
Yeah,
So
I
what's
think
that one?
the comedy cabaret is probably the first time that we were aware of you. Amanda, is that right?
That sounds right.
That's crazy. Yeah. And then Rissy and I know Mark from Ren Fairs, so it's this whole world just so weird.
Festival. Huzzah!
Don't come.
Don't come for the Renaissance Festival.
Rissy,
I see
can't
Rissy's
you.
here.
Where I can't.
I'm having problems with my camera. I'm just gonna go to
we just have
settings.
to listen to your beautiful voice.
Yeah.
So this is the part of the show where Michael shuts off his phone and the chat because we're about to move on to Jack.
Well, hold on. Are we going
Right.
to tube feed a kitten on the
this is
live
the part
stream?
of the show where we tube feed a kitten. Yeah.
That's great.
Okay. I don't know. And Rissy just turns away. Not Rissy. Blythe turns away.
It's me. Is it Boomer or Starbuck?
Starbuck
passed away
didn't
this
make
morning.
it.
Oh.
Yeah, Starbuck, and we kind of saw that coming when we got Starbucks. Starbucks.
Sometimes you see how they're doing and you just
we're just like, oh, you have that squinty face, you have that special smell. You're not gonna make it.
special smell.
And Boomer was doing great, but now in this past day, Boomer has started getting that.
She
squinty
saw where her
face.
sister went and she's like, I'm gonna go, and we're like, girl.
So we're stepping it up. We're doing tube feeding. We're like making sure this kitten gets all the things. So we're doing our best for you, Boomer.
All right. So we
Boomer's
just-
in my lap. That's why I'm looking down there.
So I know sometimes it takes a second to get all the Jackbox stuff going. Does anybody?
Boomer.
We're gonna feed this kitten, and so as far as Jackbox games go, Mark, you just need your phone.
Yeah, just you need a device
and another device.
Oh, you have one.
Oh,
okay.
You
No,
know
he
what you're
just
doing?
needs the one, and he's looking at the other. So
We don't
he's
need
good
to.
go.
We don't need to Jackbox explain this.
Okay. Do you want to start Jackbox and I'll just tube feed the kitten offline, or should I just tube feed the kitten right now? Do you want to grab that camera and we'll just demonstrate? Okay. So this might be a
Do
little
I?
disturbing.
Here's what. It's
So-
Michael's crotch.
Yeah, that's also disturbing. So we've tried bottle feeding Boomer, and Boomer's like, no. But we
Lighting is
know
not great, but
we know how much Boomer should be eating because of charts online. And so it should be basically 5 milliliters. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tube and I'm gonna shove it down Boomer's throat.
That is so much tube.
Yeah, there's a lot of tube. But what you
No,
do?
no. It's not all the tube. It's
So I have a
about
mark
5
on this
inches.
tube. There's a mark right here, and what I have done is I have found Boomer's where the rib cage comes together, kind of like right here, and then stretch the tube along the kitten up to the mouth, and then you make a mark, right? So
she is loving this.
So that's my mark right there. I make it with Sharpie, and so when you get it that far down, you know that you're in the stomach, because what you don't want to be is in the lungs. And if the tube stops before you get to this mark, then you're in the lungs, and you don't want that. So here's what I'm gonna do.
So you pull out, because that's the response.
Pulling out is a great method of contraception.
Said your brother.
So what I'm
Oh
yeah, I have a third nephew. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a little bit of milk through the tube just to lubricate it, right?
Yes.
And then
Sounds
what I'm
hot.
gonna do. Hi, Boomer. You're not gonna like me. Say ah. That's not ah. That's ah.
Come
Yeah.
on, baby.
Open.
There
There
you
we
go.
go. So the tube goes down, and what they will do is they will automatically swallow it down. It's awesome.
If they're screaming, it's a good thing. It
You
means
see how that mark is getting all the way down into the mouth? Like that's my mark right there. We are down in the stomach. We are in the stomach right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press this in. And this kitten is getting fed an entire feeding of milk. They have no choice. It is the most amazing thing. One of the most amazing things we've learned.
Destroying people's lives.
No.
Okay.
This is, and then it comes right up, you know? And that is a fed kitten, whether they want it or not.
That was so fast.
Yeah, it's really fast. It's actually way more convenient than bottle feeding. Sometimes we'll just do it because it's faster.
Well, I mean, you don't want to do it regularly because you can
But when you have a sick kitten, like
ruin the esophagus.
And you're like, won't you just fucking eat? Like, no, you can actually just make them fucking eat. And it's tube feeding. And this kitten right now has a full belly of milk and has calmed right down. And it's going, ah. Yeah.
What's it going?
Ah. Wait, Blythe, can you make some?
I know. Can we get some voiceover for this?
Punch noises that sound like sex
Get 'em
noises?
closer to
Yes.
Kitten noises that sound sexy?
Yeah. Yeah. But this is a fully fed kitten. It was good for the next 2.5 hours. So, yeah.
Well done. Didn't know you were going to get that extra bit of knowledge this evening. All right. We ready for games?
All right.
Guys?
Kitten is in the box. They're on their heat pad. Stay with us, little boomer. Stay with us.
All right. So we're going to start off with some of the chats and continue the evening with games. Thank you for sticking with us. Special thanks to Marc Gunn and to Blythe Renay and Melissa
Medina.
I don't know if you got my text, Blythe, but I did text you that said, how do you pronounce her last name right before we were...
Oh, I did not get it.
I figured it out. We all figured it out.
Well, good. I mean, I see the text now, but that's not really helpful. So
No.
Strangely enough.
No. Yeah.
And it's more awkward this way, so really things probably worked out for the better.
Yeah.
It's on par for us. So
Exactly. And thank you, Kim Smith, for playing some music for us.
Oh, thank you for another fun evening.
You're
and
welcome.
then also games.
And we're gonna go to the games portion. And we love you, Daniel. Thank you for doing the IT thing. And we're just waiting to get started. Oh, here we go. Hey, girl. Hey.
all right. Here's my thing.
Do you want to play?
All right.
Do you want to play? Sorry, I'm not.
Sophie's saying, remember to play Split the Room. Have we decided we're gonna do that or not?
No.
Oh, Kate
I think we tried to play Split the Room and it just didn't.
Kate is reminding us to juice the kitten. I juiced the kitten off cam. I'll go ahead and juice Boomer in a couple minutes once things have had time to process. But yeah, we definitely juice the kitten.
Juice means making it pee.
Oh yeah, that's what we call.
In case someone's like, what the?
What the heck is
What is
juicing a
that?
kitten? That's what we call making the kitten pee. You have to stimulate kittens to make them pee and poop, which the mother usually does. But when they don't have their mother, you have to like just stimulate their bum to make them do that.
And now you know.
All right, I'm gonna sign off chat. Bye, lovely folks.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for being here.
Oh.
Oh.
No clue.
Ah, there I am.
Hello.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
That's what I am.
Kim Smith, do you need a new phone? Like, what is going
It's
on?
fine. I mean, yes, but it's fine. I'll get one after the next trip.
Kim's drawings have.
You'll
just,
supposed to
they're
be a
special.
smiley face.
You'll know.
It's not. But there's a crack in my phone, and you'll see it in all of the drawings that I do.
Oh, you'll see it.
You'll see. We will all be very intimately aware of the crack in my phone.
So, when we
Crack in your
start drawing,
That's awesome.
I know, right? Thanks.
there's a wide swath where you can't draw. How do you do normal things like type on your phone?
I have to rotate it back and forth several times for each text message. I'm not on my phone though, so it is an issue, but it's not the biggest issue because I just avoid texting and emailing, and I use my work tablet for my work emails, and sometimes I call people if I have to, and then otherwise I hide my phone in my room and don't look at it. But yeah, I will get a new phone at some point. It's highly inconvenient when I do want to text or do anything, look up something.
Post on Instagram.
Right, or Facebook, which, yeah.
Everybody's in.
Oh,
no, they're not.
There's some doodles that need.
Sophie's still drawing.
And
Chop,
chop, Sophie.
Gosh, mine just doesn't even look like anything though. Like it was supposed to be a smiley, these little eyeballs. It's just wow. Ooh.
Yeah, what's that thing over to the right?
Oh, but with your sexy
That's
monkey,
so
Blythe.
sexy.
Oh.
Hey, Blythe, what an adorable monkey.
Thank you. It's Kitten. It's having fun times.
Mm-hmm.
It's masturbating.
No.
Baby toast? Baby toast.
Monkeys do that a lot, though.
It's doing your dreams.
Yep.
You mean about
I'm gonna
like,
press
dreams about
that.
fucking a gorilla?
Yeah, that's the one. Daniel understood.
Welcome to Drawful. Wow, 8 players.
Okay.
That's the most we can handle.
Oh, sorry.
I was trying to make it so we were all three of us on the same.
Right, we can all scrunch it.
If you look at your devices right now.
What?
My leg. And you can then we could all.
There we
All right,
go.
we're gonna get a ring.
Daniel, did you make these prompts?
Or sexy pyramids. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send. You'll get points for
Okay.
each player that can correctly guess your title.
This is cruel.
Get to it.
I guess it's a good sign that you can't tell if I made the prompts or not.
Join the audience by going to jackbox.tv and entering this room code.
Oh god.
No.
Oh.
No.
Another classic.
What is it that you're drawing that's so important, huh? 30 seconds left. Let's go.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh my.
whatever the heck.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Huh.
Oh.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry for this one, everyone. I try to keep things light.
Come on. Typing
You know what?
Why bothered?
I mean, she's a
Wait,
comedian.
wait until you read it.
Oh boy.
Here are your
So
choices.
I do this.
Try to pick
Yes.
the real title and avoid all the garbage everyone else typed in.
Huh. Huh.
Oh.
Wow, I have no idea.
Jesus Christ, Blythe.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Man, now I want to go back and change my answer to Heather's.
Had your time. You squandered it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Wow. I have
Wow.
no idea.
I have no idea.
Select an answer. Come on.
I do. I want to tell you so bad.
No, you didn't. Oh yeah, then you actually have points.
I did like that answer a lot. I gave
Yeah.
it 7 likes.
Good
As
job,
did I.
Blythe.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
good,
Well done, Amanda.
Decoy.
Decoy.
Rude.
There you
Yay! Amanda!
Woo! Damn it, I almost went with that.
go. Wow. I don't know what to see it.
Because you don't have that experience.
Oh yeah.
I thought the haters was great though.
At our next round.
Oh,
Type in
Oh.
I know that line.
I know that line.
Pay no attention to the apparent stripe in the middle. Right.
Oh, uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the stripe on the right side of the screen is just the crack in my screen where I can't.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's taking place in an important an important area, but do your best, guys. Just do your best.
Oh.
Hurry up, people. Just type something in.
No.
Hurry, you can do it. I believe in you.
I couldn't.
And
Oh no.
Whoops.
Oh, intestines allowed. I'm dreaming of a world with no pizza. That sounds terrible. Only harvest humans under triangle. There's so many good options.
Right? Yeah, that's my favorite.
just tap any button. And here are your picks.
Wow.
Oh,
What is with the decoys?
It's that was probably mine because I didn't get an answer in.
Oh,
so I
okay.
guessed my own decoy is probably what happened.
That's
So-
hilarious.
only
Awesome.
harvest humans under triangle. Okay.
Good job, Ritzy.
Thank you. Damn!
Thank you. Thank you.
I was really close to choosing.
Damn it! So now it's got to be this one.
Yeah.
Because I was
Wait,
like,
we
none of
got
the
that.
other ones.
I just felt like it was too many words for someone to type.
It was a weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
It is.
Also,
it's kind
I
of-
isn't capitalized, and
Right.
yeah.
All right, let's do another.
Oh, one of those.
Oh, I know exactly what that is.
Bye, Mark.
Bye, Mark.
Bye, Mark. Bye.
And here are your choices.
Shitty rose. Babylon.
Never gonna be not funny. Wow. I honestly can't wait to find out what this one is.
Yeah.
Whoever wrote Babylon 5 is just looking for Rissy's vote, right?
Right, they are. And maybe I will give it to them. Or
do?
at least a
You
bonus
do?
like.
And here are your picks.
Yeah, they may be looking to win those. bonus
Thank you,
likes.
Amanda.
Swirling Void is the title of Rissy's autobiography.
It is. It's a twister.
I thought it was the title of her sex tape.
That too.
It's both.
Right?
okay.
My
When you-
autobiography
when you-
is my sex tape.
When you purchase one, you automatically get the
Get the
other.
other. It's a
Even if you
bonus.
don't want it.
For just 3 payments of $19.95. Damn it. I hope it's a shitty rose.
Wow.
I don't even
And he left the
understand.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Well.
nothing. I bet he was like.
How
That
about
was a mic.
that?
That was a mic drop right there.
Right?
Oh.
I mean, I know what all those things are individually.
But it. Gary counted.
Quick, type in anything. Here are your choices.
Cow Burger Moon. Ooh. Ooh, I just want to vote for that. Can I just vote for that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
You can do whatever
Movie
you
nights,
want.
shouldn't it be
Like,
movie
honestly-
The
nights?
person who wrote that.
No, honestly, I don't even care. I'm just voting for that.
Oh.
Can't wait to see how this one actually goes.
I thought
Yeah.
for sure this was going to be Circle of Life.
Circle of Life. Or perhaps the Circle of Blythe.
What?
Oh.
It's the... Okay.
It was worth it. Yeah. Sophie deserved that vote.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, audience and other person.
Ugh, thank you. I was just
Beef night. What is beef night? Is it just the night you eat beef?
Yeah, exactly. It's vegans when they are vegetarian
cheating?
when they have their cheat day.
It's beef night?
Okay.
It's
You
beef
just eat a
night.
cow.
You just eat a whole cow.
Oh, ouch.
Oh.
Jesus.
Chat is also asking if these prompts were by Daniel.
Beef night.
They're not. I want to blame him so badly and I can't.
Here are your choices.
I'm gonna go read this. Okay, don't worry.
Refill it. Wow.
Oh, just pick one. And here are your picks.
Mananda.
The cleaning up.
Hammer toe. Very thick.
Ah.
Yeah.
In retrospect, I should have left more screen space to make it clear it was ankles and not toes, but you know.
What do you do? 2020 is the shittiest year.
Right? I saw on Twitter someone who was like, maybe the expression hindsight 2020 was told to us by a time traveler.
Right.
Oh my god.
Oh no. What is this?
Oh, good. This is mine. I can go get you one.
Ooh, ooh. Sorry about all the thigh that just fell out of my pants.
Hey Sarah, do you see what I have?
It's crinkly.
It's Cheetos.
Oh, it's Cheetos.
It's Cheetos.
Cheetos. I found these cheddar rice cracker things that are so fucking good. I'd stab someone to get more.
Would you?
Or
really?
you could just go to the store and buy more.
Buy them,
That's
right?
probably-
They appear to be seasonal. They've got watermelon juice in them. They're made out of like sticky rice, and yeah, it's very strange, but they're so
Where do you
good.
shop?
Canada.
Yeah, I just.
Oh, right.
And
Okay.
here are your choices.
Duh.
Damn it, I didn't hit the button and damn it.
This is amazing.
Damn it.
So close.
Racism is my favorite. Well,
Yeah,
it's not.
I'm gonna pull that
Wait,
sound clip out
Risky.
later.
Yes.
Daniel, can you grab that for me, please?
No.
We need
My
that
new
out of
ringtone.
context.
Right up there with Bon Toms. And I'm having an orgasm.
You just created a whole suite of ringtones that I want.
And here are your picks.
Some of those you can have.
Yeah, some of those already exist.
No.
Yes.
My phone can really say I'm having an orgasm.
Yes.
Okay, I need to make.
I don't
But if
think
they
that
use
one
saying it.
exists.
You do have
Oh,
to
shit.
You do have to pledge at least the $50 level on Patreon, though.
Don't
Thank
blame
you,
me,
thank you,
I voted
everyone.
for Chucky.
That's the problem. I think I pledged at like the $1 level.
We could find a way.
He's
Okay.
lying.
She could pull some strings.
We know people.
We know people.
Right.
Yes.
We know a guy.
Can I go
need
into
to
the
record
Patreon and be like,
orgasm
no,
one.
no, I totally know the damsels. It's cool.
Your titles.
We're like homies. It's fine. Oh. Are you like specifically avoiding the camera over there, Smith?
Oh no.
I think she's using her
She just had to plug in. Okay.
Plug it in.
Oh wait, now it doesn't work at all. Hold on.
Now it's just Michael.
Now it's just.
Michael's like,
It's
all the
just me.
ladies.
Oh, there you go. You just get them to squeeze in a little bit.
Me a
I
band.
see your ploy.
band.
That's right. The band's all back together, guys.
Okay, here are your choices.
Huh. I'm almost sure it's not potpourri.
All right, almost.
Yeah, but the keyword there is.
I'll be really sad if it was potpourri.
Yeah, I think we all will.
Now I'm picking that one just because.
Right.
I do like.
There's no way.
Tour de Moon. That's nice.
That's where my vote went.
Okay.
I gave that a
It's
bonus vote, but
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, you take
yeah,
those points.
good job, Blythe.
I will
like
take
that. I
those
like
points.
that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Decoy.
Of course.
So I didn't even give points to anybody.
That's unfortunate.
Disappointing.
What?
Thank you, Rissy.
There needed to be more than
no,
one.
No, I gave you a thing. Hold on, that makes mine. You're welcome, Rissy, is what I meant.
Yes, thank you.
Hey.
So big.
Yay. That was extremely well illustrated.
Yeah.
The Little Prince on Pac-Man is one of my favorites, though.
Right.
That's one of my favorite children's stories.
Put in your
Gosh, we should make that children's book.
The Little Prince on Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Would anyone buy a children's book from us, though?
We have some messed up fans who do have kids.
That's true.
And some people just don't like their children, so there's
That's
also those
also
people.
true. They want to punish their kids, and what better way to do it than with us?
Did you hear this lullaby that
yes
Mark sings to his children?
It's true. Although when I was a kid, I loved that shit. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, but you're fucked up, so there's
Well,
that.
there's that. My mom used to tell us stories about two little girls that were basically my sister and ourselves getting beaten and starved, and I loved it.
Oh, yay! That is quality bedtime right there.
Hey, I'm serious. Time is up.
I think I got this. I got this.
And
I believe in
are
you.
your choices.
Wow.
Gosh, I super do not know.
I also thought about the Kilroy was here thing.
It's so obvious what it is, says the
Right?
person who drew it and therefore knows what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm Kilroy!
Actually, even then, I don't think it's obvious, so it's fine. I will actually be surprised if anybody gets it.
Let's see what people picked.
Oh man.
Good job, Roar.
Yeah.
Blythe.
And
There
he's
you go.
giving
Good movie.
Blythe all the points. He's taken. Oh.
Damn decoys! Thank you,
Let's
Blythe.
see. Very good.
Thank you, thank you.
Wow.
Ha
Yay.
Okay.
Wow.
Sure.
Wow.
So yeah, the phone is unplugged, so he's not actually on the phone. It was what was I supposed to do? Like I didn't.
It's true, yeah.
What's the Kilroy?
It's somebody watching, so that means the business person has to
Oh,
pretend.
they're being watched. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Sophie.
Yeah!
Good job.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a weird one.
That was a weird one.
No.
Someone running a vacuum?
Very dramatic.
Disconnected.
Weird noises going on.
Well,
What are we gonna do next, Daniel?
not allowed.
We done.
Hey, can I just take a moment to be like, thank you, Daniel, for making this whole thing work?
I'll take
Yeah.
every moment to thank Daniel.
Oh, Canley, stupid.
Canley,
we're
stupid.
doing it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
All
We're
right.
gonna do it.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Yeah. Join in.
Yes.
Daniel.
Where's the
one of us.
code?
No, no. always, always. Yes.
Dude, of course.
I need a code.
Girl, calm down. None
No,
of us
I
have
need
a
it
code.
now.
Calm your tits. ma'am.
All of you, please.
And the rest of you.
Hot coffee
But-
for anyone who gets in my way.
Hold on to
Let's
your
face
butt.
it, your tits are a big part of you, so calm those.
Never. They can't be calmed. They're
Like,
tempestuously raging.
let's not tone down the best assets of this whole stream.
Exactly.
Rude. To the rest of us.
Wow.
Oh no, I don't know if I can type ends.
I resent that from you.
I know we're fine. Everything's okay.
I think I just made a bunch of enemies.
Yep, you did.
Yeah, you
You
did.
sure did.
Cafe au lait and a croissant for Pascal. Cafe au lait and a croissant for
I
Pascal.
really like all of your boobs.
You know that, like.
Yeah, exactly. You're not making it better, sir.
Well, thank you, Michael. I'm glad you noticed them.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
Daniel's like, my eyes are up here.
You're a piece of work. You.
I have a beef with Jim. I have a beef with Jim.
I'm Jim.
Here's a roast beef sandwich.
Thanks.
And I'll never forgive you for what you did to my father.
Kevin's getting past the pimp chalice.
Ooh.
What is even in the pimp chalice?
Well, there's some whiskey and boozy sparkly water and strawberries and some flowers all in it.
And does your straw have like a spider on it? What is
This
going
is
on
a stir bar. This is my spider.
Labinja.
Hello, welcome to the seminar. My name is Toby, and this is my ex-wife,
Lena. And together, we are about to change your lives.
That's
Thought
right,
she was gonna
Lena.
say,
We've
we
got
are
a packed
patently
room of 8,
stupid.
But more importantly, this room is
That'd be
packed
great.
with future millionaires.
Great. So now that the doors are securely locked, let's get down to brass tacks. How are we going to make you rich?
Simple, by unlocking your potential, the potential to invent. And as Lena said, the doors are securely locked. Kicking them can only injure you.
Now everybody knows the best inventions solve big problems.
And to identify those big problems, we'll need to do a little market research.
On your device, you're going to receive 2 fill-in-the-blank prompts. Type in anything at all.
And voila, you've created a problem.
Now your created problems get sent to the other attendees to inspire their creative masterpieces.
So let's get to it.
I'm pulling an Amanda.
Uh-oh. I am curious to find out what that means, but I'm sure it's going to be brilliant, whatever it is.
It means I submitted the same thing to both prompts.
Ah, excellent.
Wait, does Amanda do that?
She did last week.
Oh, well,
Amanda
last
was
week and I'm
quite
so sorry.
tipsy.
Halfway there.
I was quite tipsy last week, so.
That's great.
Fuck you, I'm doing the same thing. So there, I sent the
Oh
same thing
my.
to both. Because
Do
it
it.
fit.
You guys, this isn't a seminar on revenge fucking.
You don't know that.
That's next week. Quarantinapalooza 16.
It could be if you invent something to solve that problem.
Quarantinapalooza revenge fucking.
Tick-tock, time's running out. Now look at your device. You've got somebody else's problems.
Been there.
Simply pick the one you want to solve.
I don't actually want to solve this, but I can't not pick it, so.
Because did you get both of mine?
I got one that pertains to you, so
Okay,
I don't know if it's yours.
It's probably mine. I didn't know if it sent some, like if it mixed them up or if you
I
got
think it
the
does.
two. Yeah, it must.
No, I think
okay.
I think it just mixes them up, so.
Let's get a move on. Time's almost up. Fantastic. Now it's time to solve that problem.
That's right. This is the pivotal moment where you bring your designs to life using nothing but a pen and paper.
But we ran out of paper, so you'll have to use some cocktail napkins.
And remember, color is your friend.
What am I drawing? Jesus Christ.
We're halfway home.
Can't wait to see these.
There's
a lot of really delightful outbursts happening.
I'm ashamed already.
Okay, let's wrap those drawings up.
Make it with colors.
You've just 2 colors are at the
You are
top.
all naturals.
I was just gonna say that. Okay, so now let's bring it all home. Give it a title.
And a snazzy tagline.
Something that makes people say, take all my money, take it right now.
Let's go.
Wow.
Right back. My slide didn't have got
Oh,
Voiced
no.
on my own petards.
Oh no.
We're halfway home.
Here's where I always get screwed up, like hitting the buttons at the right time during my presentation. Yeah, like I'm bad at
Quit dawdling. Time's almost up.
what's it called?
Fingering?
Something
Oh, it
presentation.
won't let me type the letters. Come on, phone.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
You need a new phone. You need a new phone.
Great.
You're
Now,
not
each
wrong,
of you will
Michael.
present your creation with our amazing presentation tool.
Really sell yourself, too. This is no time to be shy.
Exactly. Now, let's see those inventions.
Oh, fuck.
Ananda.
Amanda.
I mean, I guess I don't have to go after anybody who will be better than me since everybody will be, so let's do
Stand
this.
clear and watch us work. Hey, Tobes.
About that.
seems
Oh, no, I
as if
didn't-
You have a problem.
I sure do, Lena.
Oh,
I
fuck.
just want to know more about this.
They're gonna
Well, I
talk
think
over
I
me,
got
but
just
You can talk
the
over
problem
them.
is I am. I wish I knew more about
That
monkey
sounds
sex
like a
noises. So
perfect
here's my
solution.
product.
What's
It's
it
the
look
ooh ooh ee
Glad
ee
you
ah. And
Yeah, okay.
here it is. It's just a vibrator that works on
Alright.
monkeys because you know that's
Oh.
the thing that they don't need their own. But if you want to know more about monkey sex noises, you should use a vibrator on a monkey. Don't do that.
I mean, that's
gross.
the basic shape of vibrators I'm
That's-
familiar with.
Yeah. So
Vibrators I'm familiar with.
so there you go. The ooh ee ee ah dance. Make your monkey dance
Dance
in your.
Japan.
I don't know. I forget. It was ages
I'm
ago.
proud
Let's
of
move
you.
on.
I'm proud of you.
I loved it.
You showed up.
Yeah, that's debatable, but
Guys, I have a problem. And I bet you have this problem too.
Please
I
tell.
always shit at weddings.
mm,
Obviously, it's a problem. So I've solved it. So here's the deal. I don't know if you know I don't know
I
if you
love
know
everything about this.
a lot about old school wrestling.
Oh
But
boy.
in,
Oh, it's a monocle and a bush.
it's in an old school wrestling times, if they you know they got a little loose and they're in very tight small items, so they took a wad of toilet paper and they shoved it like just not up the butthole, but just between the butthole and the leotard, speedo, whatever's going on there. It's a muffler. Well, this is the same, but it's fancy. So it is, that's right, the fancy muffler. It's got a monocle.
Yes.
Okay. That's amazing and wonderful.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, Jesus
Oh, that's
Christ.
toots.
I just want to vote for that right now. Can I do that?
I love the all caps.
Oh, I was supposed to have the intro before. Well, are you having trouble controlling your emotions? Well, I have a device for you. It's called Repress That Bitch.
Shut
Oh my.
That's a little
the
little
bitch.
noggin. In the
It's
bottom.
little bitch in the corner there.
Yeah.
Yeah, her noggin, yeah.
Right. So that's my presentation.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of says it all. It kind of says it all.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my.
So, I mean, maybe you're here saying, I'm tired of hearing about monkey sex noises.
Right.
Oh, I
Or,
am.
whether or not it's about, video games or people's dreams or voice work, whatever. Maybe they're not the problem. Maybe it's you. Maybe you just need really big headphones.
Yeah, I mean, I think I do.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Really big.
Yeah.
Really big headphones.
Just nice headphones, cut out the noise, or, maybe, oh, my tagline didn't get in there. Never mind.
What? Tell
What
us.
was
Tell us
it?
what it was.
Yeah.
You can still say it.
Yeah, the tagline was, don't forget to wear the sweater I got you.
It's a beautiful tagline.
Oh, I'm gonna present this bitch. Okay. So, I don't know how this works. You know how you really just want to swagger like a professional, like maybe Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
Oh yeah.
You need to learn the rock jock trot. So here's how this works. I have these devices you put on your arms, and they're like floaties, but they're for swagger, right? And when you're wearing these weighted floaty swagger devices, you're gonna have swagger like The Rock. You're going to be trot bottomed. I'm done.
Isn't having trots in your bottom diarrhea?
I appreciate you included America's ass on there.
Right? It's the people's ass.
I just wish this were more fun.
Well, I've got the solution. I call it
That's it? I mean, yay!
Ready? Take a look.
Nice. Now wrap it up with a
Oh, you put
tagline.
text in the chat. It says, "Is quarantine getting you down?"
Everybody.
Turn every day into an adventure with the new Helio Sandbox. A high-powered propeller will fling your cat's poo everywhere, making for hours of fun and cleanup.
I would present.
Thank you.
You guys have a glass eye that's always falling out, not
I
just for
do.
comedy
I hate
purposes.
that.
Most
I
days.
hate
Right?
it.
Isn't it just the worst? Well, have I got something for you? When your glass eye falls out and frightens nearby bystanders, don't despair. Get eye glue. That's right. It's glue for your glass eye. All you have to do is apply the eye glue to your eye and shove it back in your fucking head hole. That's right, it's eye glue. When your eye falls out, don't scream and shout. Get eye glue, you fucking freak.
You fucking freak. Absolutely.
Lovely. Yes. Bravo.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
My body is ready.
I will present. So I really hate flying because of the inconvenient skyscrapers that I often encounter. And so, you know, I was thinking to myself one day, what if I invented a helicopter that was able to avoid automatically all of the skyscrapers, and then you know, I found those inconvenient skyscrapers conveniently were city planned right around the crack in my phone. But you can clearly see that the helicopter with the avoidance mechanism is avoiding the skyscrapers, whereas the other helicopter is crashing directly into the skyscraper.
Right.
And that's it.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Great job, everyone. Now, each of you has been given some money tokens. Give your largest chip to your favorite invention, your second largest to your second favorite, and so on. And those of you in the audience get a chip to invest too.
Now let's make some money.
Wow, I just,
There's so many good ones. This is gonna be hard.
We're halfway home.
Great. Now let's see which inventions drove people wild.
You'll need to acquire $1,200 in capital to not only fund your invention, but also net yourself a $500 funding bonus.
Invest in a successful invention and get double your money back. But if it fails, they keep your cash. Let's see how you did.
Sorry, Charlie.
Oh no! Come on, it
so
was
close.
brilliant.
I like it.
Maybe next time.
Ooh, a swing and a miss.
Oh, I
So
would have
close.
expected that.
Voted for it.
There.
I did too.
Yeah. People want to repress their feelings.
Repress that bit.
All right. Still very important.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Boom.
The fancy muffler.
Fancy muffler.
Oh, too bad.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Invention number 5.
I appreciate your
So sad. Close, but no
Oh
seagull.
wow, not a lot of wins here.
That's all she wrote.
Wow, that was a brutal round.
Yeah.
Okay, for the final round, let's switch it up a bit.
Instead of solving different problems, you'll all tackle the same problem. How much fun is that?
We're going to
So
give you...
much fun.
And the honor of choosing that final problem goes to... you. Simply select the problem you want everyone to solve.
Das tut.
Das tut.
Oh.
Come on, Sarah. Pick a good one.
No pressure, no
If it
pressure.
involved butts, that's a good one.
I do like butts.
Good choice. Okay, you know what's next. Let's draw. That's half your time.
I'm almost sure I've used this drawing before in this game. I'm very sorry, everyone.
Only a few seconds left to draw. Okay, let's make those titles and taglines. Okay, you should be halfway done.
Okay, this is your last chance to impress, so don't hold anything back.
Sure.
Oh, wow. All right. I'm pretty excited about this. All right, guys. I have a problem. When I get angry, I queef. I've been dealing with this my whole life. I tried just becoming the Hulk because then the secret is I'm always angry. But then I was just constantly queefing nonstop. It was horrible. So I've forfeited that. And I came up with a different solution. I came up with a pair of underwear that also incorporates flowers. So, you know, yeah, you're gonna queef, you're gonna get mad sometimes. That's okay. You're gonna queef sometimes. That's okay too. At least when you do it, what comes out smells beautiful. So I call this the underwear freshener, like air.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
it? Underwear freshener. And here's the deal. You might be mad, but you smell fucking delightful.
Oh, that's a really good tagline. Can I vote for that right now? Where do I vote for that right now?
Badger.
Badger. This every time I lose my cool.
Then I've got the perfect solution. It's called...
I'm with you. Let's see it.
Let me show you.
Badger says he
Mosquito,
can't pitch it
mosquito.
better than the
Now
tagline.
slap a tagline on it.
Get ready.
And
Actually,
scene.
I just assumed Badger is a P, but I don't know that.
Well, if you're not going to be angry anymore.
Do you ever have that problem where you get really angry and then you queef? Well, I say that you should just lean in and use the muff mic. It is a microphone for your crotch. Because you really should give your bits the audience she deserves and just get your queef on and don't be ashamed.
Oh,
Because
I want to vote
everybody
for
does
that
it.
right now. Can I vote for that right now?
Mm-hmm. You can.
That's my new favorite. Like that was
Wishing and
clearly
watching.
better. Okay. Oh dear.
Oh wait, now you're
I'm
out.
gonna
Now
present
you're on the
this.
spot. Do it.
Okay. So when I get angry, I queef. And sometimes you don't want to like show your cards. You don't want people to know that you're angry. So I present to you the pussy muffler.
It's a fancy pussy muffler.
And here's how it works. It's a muffler in the nether bits. And it completely quiets down the angry queefing to shush the puss.
So good.
I don't even.
Come on, Dusty.
I'm slightly offended.
Only slightly.
Because mine is the puffler.
Oh.
And it's cute. And you can quaff the queef.
Quaff the queef.
Yes.
It's great.
And yeah.
So good.
Okay, so you say that when you get angry, you queef, and one of the things I'd highly recommend is meditative healing. Bring that anger.
Oh, that's actually useful.
Bring that anger down.
Right?
Actually, you know what? Forget the magazines, forget the books. If there's any time to be angry, it's right now. You be angry, you be you. Just live your life, queef, don't queef, do whatever the hell you want to do.
Oh
that.
my
You
God.
be you.
Can I vote for that right now?
Yes. That was beautiful, Daniel.
Yeah, I want that. I want that one.
Alright. So we all know what it's like when we get angry and we queef. But I thought about it a little bit, and I came up with the Zen helmet, where if the world around you is making you angry, you just put on your Zen helmet and completely tune out to everything that is happening, and you no longer have to interact with any of the people, objects, or society at large that make you so very frustrated and angry. And so you just you pop on your bubble, and then even if you do queef, you're not gonna hear it.
Well done. Rissy.
Yes. Well, you guys may have experienced this. You get angry, and then before you know it, horrible sounds and a not-so-fresh feeling are emerging from your labia. Well, do I have something for you? It's the Laberator. That's right. Liberate your labes from the tyranny of angry queefing. The way it works is a special patented biofilm that goes over your labes. And thus, it acts like a filter, turning all of those terrible queef smells into daisy freshness right in front of God and everyone else. So that's right, use the Laberator.
Are those
Turn
labes
that
up to the
queef
left?
over a new leaf.
New leaf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is this like that person who suggested we just like glue our vaginas up when we're on our period? That's what
Exactly.
Yeah. Now it's time to pick your favorites, but let's raise the stakes, shall we? We're
As
going
someone
to give you more
whose
money
partner
to
studies
invest, but
MCAT,
now
I have to
there's
say
a
that's
higher
probably the
funding
last
bar
place you want to
clear.
biofilm.
Good luck.
Wow.
Man, these are so good.
No hurry, but that's half your time.
So, Kate in chat asks, why is queefing associated with smells in this game?
Yeah. We've all been down there. We know what it's like.
Right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say that one better get funded because
It's the presentation. It was really good.
yes.
Sorry, Charlie.
I voted for you.
Close, but no
Yeah, it's
cigar.
Love the drawing though.
Right? That's intense.
No one likes the pussy one.
So sad.
Or the biofilm, apparently. Yeah.
Nice.
Way to go.
Maybe next time.
I voted for Quaaludes.
Quaaludes.
Yeah.
Good job.
Oh, too bad. That's it.
That's
Congratulations. You
That's
clearly
2 games in
have
a
the
row.
Gift of invention.
No shit.
Now for some
Nice
bad
work.
news. You
Well
might have
done.
missed the print on the flyer that grants us the rights to any and all inventions created here today.
Yeah, it was on the back. Sorry.
But thanks for making us rich.
See ya.
Patently stupid, that's what they say.
Pretty good, folks. Pretty good.
Hooray!
Hey, just tell us today. People have
Yeah, what's the deal? We're doing another one, or we're stopping? What time is it?
I don't know. 10, 17. 17.
That was a pretty
Where are
opportune
we? What day is it? I don't know.
crunch.
Saturday. Pick, maybe.
All the fucking fart sounds.
So stupid.
Hey, Blythe, Rissy, Amanda.
Yes.
Yeah.
So much for being here.
Oh.
Like, this thing wouldn't be the same without you. Like, yeah.
Aw.
This is probably the best part of my week.
Oh, easily. Yes.
Also, I've been playing nurse for the last 2 days, so I was really looking forward to this break. So it was a rough 48 hours. It hasn't even been 48 hours.
Because Sean had surgery.
Oh, right. And then just being nurse all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
How's he feeling?
Okay, but that's relative to how he was feeling, which is pretty bad. So he stopped vomiting, so that's good.
Did he just react really badly to the anesthetic?
Yeah, he doesn't do well with anesthesia for sure. And then they did a bunch of sinus stuff, so it's just given him this splitting headache. Like I gave him some of my migraine meds and it didn't even touch it. So I was like, I don't know what to tell you. So it's a little bit better today than it was yesterday, but like we don't know if it was the anesthesia or the nonstop pain that was causing him to just vomit nonstop. So
Yeah.
This sounds like
Really,
the
either
opposite of
way.
fun.
yeah. And it's hard to like take care of the person because like you can't really do anything. You just have to watch them be in pain, which is like
Yeah, you can't really do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun.
And be like, I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Right. Just, yeah.
Thoughts and prayers.
Tots and pears. Yay.
Do. Oh, there's people happening. Okay.
Let's check in.
This hotel doesn't look suspicious at all.
How's he doing right now?
I think okay. we finally got to a place where he's like, the drugs were mostly working.
Yay!
Okay. Yay! I like it when the drugs work.
Yeah, exactly. He had
Drugs are the best.
He had hydrocodone, but he couldn't take the hydrocodone yesterday because he was so nauseous still from the anesthesia that
Oh,
the
no.
hydrocodone was then making more nauseous on top of that. So he was just taking Tylenol and it just wasn't cutting it. So
Yeah, I bet.
but today's much better. The drug he was able to actually eat food, so he's been taking hydrocodone and feeling a lot better.
That's good.
Yeah. Eating food and pain meds is preferable to being in excruciating pain and not being able to eat food or pain meds because you are vomiting constantly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wake up.
No.
Oh, I might have actually said it too quiet.
What could be bad about I hearting mommy? An arrangement of edibles, yes.
Oh my gosh. It sounds delicious in both forms, both traditional and the one you just invented.
Right? I really hope there's a company out there that capitalizes on that.
There's got to be in
I mean-
California, right?
Right.
Or Colorado.
Or here in
Seattle.
Canada somewhere.
Only one.
There can be only one.
Here we are, born to be king.
We don't have clearance for that song.
What's the official scientific name for catnip?
Oh, come on.
Use your device to
This
answer
nippus,
one
that's funny.
That goes for the audience too.
I don't believe any of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Like, shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, and Michael and Sarah just like disappeared. I don't know if I should guess for them or
Yeah, go and guess for them.
shit. Should come back, guys. Oh, okay. I didn't guess for them. I just dropped the ball.
Oh no, they're gonna die.
They're gonna die. Wake up. Are we restarting?
Or at least,
Well,
you
at
just
least pausing.
yeah.
Just let one of them
So they can
literally.
defend themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Wow. Hmm. I don't have any good trivia to kill the meantime. I have weird facts about chickens, but
Why?
Like
chicken?
such
I
as
do love chickens.
okay. So did you know that if you cover a chicken's eyes, it like won't move? Like if you put like a Dixie cup over its head, because that's like the perfect size thing to put over a chicken's head, it's like it's just done. It's like no, I can't see where I'm going. That means the world has disappeared, and they have like no object permanence, and they will just not walk around at all. And they can't swallow when they're upside down, which I think is just a trait of many vertebrates. But so if you like hold them upside down, they will just drown in their own spit.
Aw.
Do I have any
why
other?
are you torturing chickens?
You know, that's an excellent question. Yeah, no one's ever caught on before. That's
oh
just
shit.
what I've been doing in my free time is just
I knew it.
Well, as someone who studies sea life, they're the natural enemy. Like, you have to cut down chickens in order for the sea to live.
right. And I mean, really, as how you prove your salt as a budding scientist is you just take a common organism in agriculture and you subject it to torture, and that's how you get your funding.
I mean, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right.
I was gonna say, I spent at least a couple years making headless fruit flies, so
Right.
You know?
I just remember one of the only like protocols I ever saw for chickens in a lab that I worked in. I briefly studied embryonic chickens, and there was a it was called sacrifice in parentheses for blood. That was like I was like, is this a metal album or is this a protocol?
It's both.
Right.
Both.
It didn't mention what you were supposed to do with the blood either. So I'm like, what the fuck is this?
We just save it for later.
God. Right?
Yeah.
You're just drinking it under the full moon, obviously, the sun and the devil.
Oh, they waited for us.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so
you
kind.
guys
I-
got killed, and we
I
wanted you to be able to defend
Yeah.
I believe Scientific Protocol or Metal Album is in Jackbox 7.
Oh, excellent.
Okay, let me bring the computer pants.
For blood!
Can I get on the camera?
All right, hold on. Yeah, well, just scoot over here.
Well, I have been.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can defend yourself from ESP. Type in an answer that fits this category. Everyone
Hey, can you stall this a moment?
and if anyone
There you go. Now Kim is gone.
Wait,
We're all just
she's
causing
putting different
problems.
pants on or something.
I don't know.
Are we?
I don't know
She's
why.
not in this part though, so
Oh
But
yeah,
the
go on.
audience
This
may
is-
be involved, or the rest,
Oh.
not the audience, but the rest of us sometimes.
that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Although
That's
if
true.
there's
Yeah, but we
more
don't have
than-
to be though.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, I
She's
see.
back.
I see. I'm defending my life here. Got it.
Yes.
I'm
We
on
didn't
board.
stop it fast enough to let you answer the first question.
No, that's fine. I had to pee.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, sorry.
and I do mean anyone.
Oh, it's going. Okay.
Now, let's see if there are any matches.
Oh no.
Oops.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry, Sophie. Where did our volume go?
Oh, the game's super quiet. I turned it down too low.
Don't worry. The end of your life isn't the end of your participation. Keep playing and you just might steal someone else's life force and win the game. Oh, by the way, the audience is a player now and can win the whole frickin' game. Hot tip,
Oh, no.
you can join the audience at any time.
Oh, shit.
Let's keep moving. How do you, Dougie? Asking for a
What?
Teach me how to duck. Teach me how
Turn on MTV so you can teach me how to Dougie.
I feel like this is a cultural reference I don't get.
Yep, it's a song.
I like that they included a reference to the Cha-Cha slide.
They're all references to different kinds of
Oh, yeah.
dances.
One hop this time.
I like that there's a stanky leg in there.
Do the stanky leg. I do the stanky leg.
Oh.
who picked this.
Wow, you guys don't know your dance songs, huh?
No, I don't. After the hokey pokey, I just like kept.
Yep.
What about the Macarena?
Oh, I did do that.
I mean, that is what it's all
Chilling
about.
room.
This one's just about
Gifts? Oh, this is great. Who doesn't love gifts? This couldn't go wrong.
No, I'm sure it couldn't.
family nightmare in a box.
Oh,
Pick a
oops.
box and keep what's inside. Choose wisely. Or randomly, it's up to you. That's my father's hat. I want you to wear it. Way to show up, Dad.
Aw,
Always making
look how cute you are in that hat.
Right?
Fine. Play.
Do you just wear that
Oh.
hat from now on? Because that's great.
Okay. Well,
Aw, yay.
Yeah, you have a hat.
Right?
that's not
That's
so
so
bad.
cute.
Dad's hat.
Let's try another one.
I like it.
Which of these countries' flags has 3 horizontal stripes?
Great tapping.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that I do not know the difference between horizontal and vertical, so I picked wrong. I just realized as soon as I hit it, I'm like, nope, that is the opposite of
Man, I
Right.
literally
Right.
flags are like the worst for me. I barely know what our own fucking flag looks like.
Oh, I'm ashamed that I missed this.
Shit. I guess I ran out of time. Fuck. Well,
Wow, Daniel.
Good job, Daniel. The rest of us are
They're
Americans and dumb. So
the killing room.
Oh, I hate this one.
You're gonna have to turn up the volume on this one though.
Oh yeah.
As much of what I say as you can. The player who writes the fewest of my words will die.
Shit.
You know what, game? I refuse to play along. I am not going to bet on who's going to die.
Who's running out?
Wow, I'm already out.
Oh God, no. Please.
What was I supposed to do?
This is the end. Just kidding. Have a good weekend. Time's up. Alright, now let me get out my red pen and give this a once-over. And what's the result? Yikes, one of you did real bad.
I can't hear it. I can't hear it.
Yeah, it was writing it on the screen, but okay.
I'll kill you yet, father.
Oh, Jesus. You can't kill him anymore dead. Your death doesn't mean that the hat has to leave the game.
Oh, you get to give your hat to somebody else.
It's always a good idea to have an up-to-date will.
Yeah, how do I have $0? That's fine.
It says they left their gift to you. How thoughtful.
Oh, Daniel.
Aw, now you has a hat.
Wow, we got the hat?
When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round. Next question. What was the first vaccine created to combat?
Oh.
What was the first vaccine created to combat, Rachel?
What?
First vaccine.
Don't tell him.
Tell us. Don't tell us.
First vaccine, what was it?
Smallpox. Damn. I picked polio. What if she's lying?
Yes. Rachel was right.
Rachel, you're right.
You're right.
Jenner. His name was Jenner. Thank
Okay.
you. Yep. That's enough.
We don't need that information.
I love how fast you shut
I
it down.
enjoyed the political cartoons from the time.
I'll kill the player with the lowest score, but go over 21 and you die instead.
Isn't that the same as being killed?
Did he leave? Did he leave? Did he leave? Oh, okay. I was like, is that it?
Honestly, it's mostly just an excuse to use these cool skull
I bet.
You busted.
Oh no.
Oh.
You busted.
Of dice is blowing up.
I got right on 21, and then someone hit a skull.
Is it weird if I kind of miss doing battle with my dad? What? You're back? I'll stop you again, father.
I feel like the hat is a death sentence.
What's the atomic number for helium?
Oh, fuck.
Finally, something I know.
Mananda, you have the death sentence now, so.
No,
It's
I
cute
did it-
though.
I did the wrong one.
I think it suits you.
Oh wait, I just got all confused with the numbers that are numbers. Did I pick the right one?
Oh.
Oh.
Hooray!
You did.
I won't allow you a moment of safety, Dad.
Wow. Amanda, did you pick the right one and you still got sent in here because of that hat?
Oh, apparently.
Holy shit!
Scratch and find $3 signs to live.
Oh gosh.
Hmm.
For all the extra dollar signs you find. But if you scratch off even one skull,
Oh, come on.
This is.
get to scratching.
I just want you to know, Kim, that I keep voting against you
I appreciate
because I know
that.
about your screen,
Oh no.
and that's the only reason.
What do I have to do? Just find 3 money?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I found 3. I'm not gonna keep
Yeah,
going.
I'm not a gambling man.
And that's second money.
Mm-mm.
Only death for me.
Oh no.
If you have a losing ticket, come with me.
Roar.
Deaded.
Oh, dead Zord.
Deaded.
Your head explode.
Possummed.
Let's try another one.
Proud.
Time for a question about classic cinema.
Oh no.
What team did Michael Jordan play for in the 1996 film Space Jam?
That's classic cinema?
Oh, I have no idea.
Right.
I just listened to the episode of How Did This Get Made about that. About this movie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was really good.
I bet that was right. I bet it was fun.
No.
Oh,
I'm not even sure I remember.
I picked what I thought sounded good and is probably wrong.
Yeah, I have no idea. I actually have not seen Space Jam.
Me either.
Me neither. Is it good?
Me neither. It's cute.
Damn, Blythe.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, apparently it doesn't hold up. If you didn't see it when you were young, it's not super great.
Right. Like
to watch.
I saw it when I was young and I wouldn't really want to watch it again either. I bet it's
Because it was
yeah,
like
bet
I
it's-
was too kind of too old for it.
Honestly, the How Did This Get Made episode is really interesting because some of them did not see it either. And they all were like, why do you guys like this movie?
This is a horrible prompt.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I hate that.
So I'm gonna go for the cheap vote.
It was not a great prompt.
Gee, I wonder whose answer is whose.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
That was really good unison, by the way.
You're welcome.
We're in sync.
Yep.
Nope.
You're in sync. I hated your music.
Oh.
Wow, you're so judgy.
Oh, come on. We weren't bad. We were not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what people think.
I had NSYNC all over my walls. I loved them.
Oh, that's funny.
In fact, that's how I found out that lip gloss takes.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Wow.
Lip gloss takes off the ink from posters.
Oh, I'm dead.
Wait,
Oh,
why
I
were
didn't
you
know
putting
that.
lip gloss on your poster?
Oh, that's a weird question. Why would I don't, it was an accident.
You smooching it. You smooch.
Oh, now I get it. Now I get it.
She was referring to the hotel and her insatiable thirst for blood.
It was the gay one, by the way.
Right?
Because of course, my musical theater ass was attracted to the gay
I was
one.
gonna say that was my experience all through high school. Little did I know.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
Oh no.
I mean, maybe.
They just talked about this on John Hodgman's podcast. Guys, I listen to too many podcasts.
I was gonna say, how many fucking podcasts are you listening to?
A lot.
Podcast.
I feel like you
I
got
listened-
like the questions to the quiz beforehand and you studied and then forgot all the answers. So
I listened to them at 2 times speed. So
I can't believe that.
I got this from John Hodgman's podcast. Thank you, John Hodgman.
What?
I hope you're good with instructions.
I got it right.
You have the hat. Apparently,
I
whoever has
know.
the hat gets put in here every time.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So you win money when you get it right, but you still.
Everybody try to suck
Too
a little
bad.
bit. Yeah.
There's not a lot for me to do during this game. Guess I'll just
Wait, what happens if I just walk away? I'm already dead. It doesn't matter.
Rule time is coming to an end.
Amanda, you survived that?
Well done.
Rissy tried to take you out. She failed.
Why I oughta. Which of these
Conscientiously
countries?
object to that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Has some mountains.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have all the mountains. They just have
Nope.
some of the mountains.
This is stupid.
That's really difficult.
Time's running out.
Oh, fuck.
Aha!
Oh, I just guessed. Hex yes.
I was thinking.
I took too long to. Well, that's fine.
Well, you have the hat, though.
I would have.
Yeah, we're
would have
going into
been.
the killing room anyway.
I would have been fucked either way, so it's fine. This is
I
the
like
most
how all
action
of us
I've
were
seen
like,
in a while,
"I'm
so
gonna
it's
get
good.
fucked."
Loser wheel? What?
Croupier, I'm putting all my money on death.
That's nice of you, son.
Not gonna lie.
Oh.
Spot.
Oh.
That was so close to not death.
That was.
Oh, you explode. Your head
I did.
explode.
My head did explode.
Still alive.
That means we go to the thing.
What?
The thing with the stuff.
How am I the only one still alive? I'm horrible at trivia.
You listen to a lot of podcasts.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
I guess. It doesn't
God,
normally
huh?
help me with trivia, to be honest with you. This is where I will lose it all, by the way.
Tap each answer that fits the category and then press submit.
God.
Let's see the right answers.
Get out of here. I don't fucking know shit about shit.
They hibernate? Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're a little bit closer to escaping. Oh wait, did you think it was going to be just you?
No, I knew better. I played this game before. Get the fuck out of my face.
Then this is how you escape into the game. Here's everyone's next question.
Oh,
And they get
God.
a third chance to help them catch up to you. Time is almost up.
Seahorses? Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's so romantic.
Lunchables.
Is this even trivia at this point? This is just
I
an
know.
inventory list.
Right?
God.
Really? All of them? Okay.
Ah, oh, well.
Okay, never mind.
Ah.
Blythe, you're just
Oh,
like,
come
take it off
on.
here.
These are literal all guesses. If I don't know it from a podcast, I don't know it. That's how my trivia knowledge goes. What? This is really rare. This is weird. Freaking me out.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Are
Oh,
you
shit.
afraid of the dark?
Yeah.
Quadrilaterals.
Finally one I
No, I
know.
didn't want that one. No, I did one wrong, but that's okay.
Again, this is a definition, not a trivia thing.
Yeah.
Those ghosts are closing in on ya.
Not really.
What?
That's hilarious.
I know one of those. I don't know about the other two.
I don't know any. I just picked a thing.
Oh.
No. Follow the right order.
I don't
That
even
sounds
know what
like
that
very
means.
Nazi. I don't
Yeah,
even know.
right?
It's just the rooms. It's just like do this space first and then this space. It's not like rigid. Oh, what? I don't know. Bowling. Come on, people.
Who does that?
Yeah, bowling's stupid enough. I'm just gonna guess all three.
I got it right.
You got it right too. I feel good about
I knew that wasn't gonna last forever.
I love that Rissy and I have been neck and neck the whole way.
Right?
Yeah, suck my dick. I know that one.
Like, if anyone doesn't know this,
I
just
know.
go home.
I love that your kittens are themed to that question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dom's got adopted today.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, Daniel. Sneaking in at the last minute.
Wow.
Common
Seriously?
varieties of fig.
Yeah, this is one I definitely know the answer to because I don't.
Damn it.
Oh no!
Wow.
What?
I guess
Wow.
none. Because who knows what a fig
fig,
is called?
yeah.
You know?
Oh.
What?
Oh shoot!
I hear that laughing in the background.
Oh,
Blythe made it.
I got that one.
Yes. Well done.
Yay!
Be
That is-
free.
I don't know if
Exploded.
I've won a trivia-based game in my entire life.
Well, now you have.
Well done.
Very good. All right.
Daniel rolled bad. Rissy was bad at Quiplash.
I was.
Roar got a skull.
Dead.
Mananda spinner and loser.
Oh damn.
yeah.
Too predictable, Michael.
Yeah. Fair enough.
We're done.
Yeah, I think we're done.
I think we're done.
So, yeah, I think we did it.
All right.
Thank you.
We had it. We had a fun time.
All right, lovely friends.
Wake up.
Wake
Wake
up.
Wake up.
Go back to sleep.